Stadium.
Ladies and gentlemen, here are the lineups.
Good evening, everyone. Welcome to the Bombers Strike Back podcast, the Bronx Bombers Strike Back. I am BX Sports Jedi Kev. Salute everyone. A new season of New York Yankee baseball. I am pleasure to bring you. I usually do the play-by-play and watch along, but there's free agency and there is a lot to talk about. We'll bring in our guest in a moment. The Yankees have made a deal. Finally, Cashman woke up from his slumber. And man, the Yankees, what a splash. They have made a deal. We have said goodbye to Gary Sanchez and Gio Urshela. They're heading to Minnesota. The Yankees are bringing back Josh Donaldson, Isaiah Kennerfella, and catcher Ben Revitt. He is going to be the backup catcher with Higashioka. My opinion, my thoughts on that before I bring everyone in here, a one-on-one with everyone. Salute to everyone listening to me, watching along here with me. Hello, Maria. Hello, my friend. Hello to the Pope. I'll send you that invitation as well, Pope. Gotta make sure I get that in there for you if you want to join us tonight. Definitely would like to hear your thoughts on that. As I give my opinion on the trade, I think the Yankees defensively got stronger. I think they got stronger up the middle. Feller had a really good defensive metric, as well as Donaldson. I know he's 37 years old, injury prone, but also Feller has stolen 20 out of 25 bases. He only got caught 5 times. He brings speed. Now you have first to third. You know, whenever you get a single, you got a guy who can go to first to third, who could play, who could run, who is athletic, and can play multiple positions. So my thoughts, I think there's going to be more moves there. We also see a lot of plethora of moves being done around the league. We also saw, Freddie Freeman is still out there. We saw Olsen going to the Braves. We'll break that down as well. So we have a lot to unpack here. Before I go any further, I want to bring in my guest that's in the green room in a moment. We all know him from It's Over Yanks. So once he's available, we'll bring him in. So you'll see him here on the BX Sports Jedi Network. His name is Michael Costanza Caputo. Let's give him his proper introduction, like always, because I like to introduce people the right way. So let's bring him in here, and here we go.
The New York Yankees.
The New York Yankees.
Ruth, Gehrig, DiMaggio, Mantle, Costanza.
All right, gentlemen, the Pope is in the building. Salute, my man. I appreciate you, Michael Costanza Caputo. Salute, gentlemen. How are you guys?
Half and half.
Not really good. Not feeling good.
But this is the way the Yankee fans are going to say. This is a rant. Oh, the Yankees, they're cheap. They didn't want to give top prospects. They didn't want to go.
I'll get into that in a bit.
Freeman,
But I'm not happy.
Give up the whole farm, then you have no farm. Olsen, 27 years old. How'd you not do it? The Braves give up 3 top 15 prospects. Why'd you not do it? The Yankees, we need more hitting. We need a first baseman. You know, you got Falepa. You got Donaldson, 37.
Give me a break.
Why'd you get him?
That was a disaster.
$50 million. You know, you hit on his contract. Why didn't you just go after Correa? Why didn't you just spend some money, make a trade for Sean Manaea, right? That's the Yankees thinking. They want all the Yankee fans. That's what they want.
That's not all our thinkings, but you want to make the team better.
Hold on, Mike. One at a time.
Yankees do. That's what the Yankees want. That's all these Yankee fans. That's what they're saying now. But if I think logically, let's say as a professional journalist like I am, this is the way they think. This is Cashman. Matt Olson, we had an offer on the table, but the problem is they wanted Volpe, they wanted Pereza, they wanted all these top prospects, and we don't want to do it. We want to give Volpe a chance, let him develop. Maybe he's that good. We want to hold these guys. And then Freddie Freeman, yeah, I'm interested. They gave an offer, but Freddie Freeman, the problem is he really interested in coming to New York? Does he want to go to California, where he's from, or his parents are from Canada, where he go to the Blue Jays? There's a lot of reasons. You can't just. The Yankees are trying. It's not like they didn't have an offer. They offered, I think, prospects. They wanted more. The Yankees didn't want to give too much. And then Freeman, they did. You know, maybe they offered for us 5-6 years, and maybe he's just not that interested in coming to New York. That's just the facts. These fans have to understand that's the way baseball is. It's called negotiation. Not everybody wants to come in. Everyone has a different personality. Doesn't mean Freeman wants to come in. If the Yankees offer 6 years, 180, and he goes to the Dodgers, I'm not complaining. At least they tried, and they tried to improve first base.
You're gonna complain.
And if they get Anthony Rizzo back, it is what it is. They just have to. If they have to add pitching, you know, if they don't add pitching, then they're really gonna be bad. Because last year, the infield defense wasn't good. Yeah, they improved the shortstop, Donaldson. I don't like the $50 million contract, but it is what it is. The catcher. The question is, who's going to catch now? Are they going to go with a backup, or are they going to still make a trade? Maybe Sean Murphy. They can still trade with Oakland. Maybe get Sean Murphy and Manaea. But they still have other holes to fix. But a lot of Yankee fans think they're worse than last year. If they don't do anything, they look older. Because Donaldson is 37. They could be a little bit slower because Rizzo and Donaldson, they have a lot of injury risk because they're getting older. So those are things that people have to think about too. I agree they are getting older, but that's why I wanted Olsen. But they didn't want to give top prospects, and you have to look at both sides. You can't just say they're cheap. They did have offers for Olsen and did have offers for Freeman. So Caputo, I can't wait to hear his opinion on this.
Yeah, let's hear it. What's your thoughts? First of all, Michael, what's your thoughts of this trade?
I don't like it because they got rid of Gio Urshela and they got an aging third baseman who can't stay healthy and he's washed up. Well, how did we get any better with this trade? It was terrible. And I guarantee you, if the Yankees stand pat and just sign Rizzo, you're not going to like it because they didn't upgrade any positions. They didn't get pitching, and they're older. They just got older with signing Donaldson. So I don't know how you can look at this as a win-win for the Yankees. They're not a playoff team, and forget about World Series. They're not even a playoff team right now. I mean, this is like a Pittsburgh Pirates type move.
No, it's not.
No, you're getting oversaturated because Donaldson doesn't strike out much. He's only striking out 21%. Ian doesn't strike out. He's also put bats on balls, so they're addressing the contact situation. Also, guys that are he's versatile. He could play second base, first base. He could move. They said even could play catcher, Fanafel, and you got the backup catcher. I'm not. We're gonna miss Sanchez offensively. He is frustrated.
Offensively or defensively, I'm glad
he's a feast, but he's a feast or famine. When he gets hot,
no.
The problem with Sanchez is we saw the talent, but he never took his talent to another level. He plateaued.
I would have liked the trade if it was just Gary Sanchez being traded and that's it. But trading Urshela and then trading,
you have to give up something to get something.
Yeah.
You can't just.
I know, but you just weaken the team worsely, and now you just completely ruled out signing big names now. Now you can't upgrade pitching.
Yeah, but you
I just said they had offers. They had.
They didn't even offer Correa or anything. Why did they offer Correa a
The
contract?
Rays have a better farm system.
Yeah, but the Yankees have a good farm system. They could have offered
They're
him.
not as good as the Braves.
Yeah, I know, but they had enough to get open.
Dominguez and Volpe, that's what they would have had.
no,
to
I wouldn't have done that.
Okay, this guy was the same guy who was telling me that the Yankees make no moves, that he's going to be super upset. And you said they're done. Now you're going to just be okay. You're changing your tune.
It's because the story's not done yet.
Yeah, but if they do nothing, you're going to just be like, okay, this team.
If they just added Rizzo and then they had pitching, yeah, I would be.
You just told me like a couple of minutes ago that if they sign Rizzo back and do nothing else, they're going to be the same team again.
A little bit.
Little bit.
Yeah,
I would say about 99%.
Shortstop, at least, yeah, they improved their shortstop with Lefe, and Donaldson did have put up 26 homers and 71 RBIs last year.
Yeah, but he's not. I don't think he's better than Urshela.
He did have better numbers last year.
Yeah, but Urshela hit 300.
I think I said in my other video, I think they let Gio Urshela leave at the right time. I think
so too. I think so too.
Okay player, but I think it was the right time. I don't think he.
Do you see the plays that Gio Urshela made?
I like the guy. He's a good player.
You don't think he's a top third baseman in baseball? You don't think he's like a top three?
He has been getting injured last year, so maybe it was the right time to get rid of him.
It's a gamble.
For Lefe, I think he's a better all-around player.
And you could go now. You have speed on the team. First to third. Now you go first to third with the player and versatility. And don't forget. Now it opens the door. And I know what Mike was gonna say for Miguel Andujar to try to actually play third base.
He's not gonna.
You know.
We're not gonna bring up Andujar. Andujar is a dead issue.
They're gonna probably use Donaldson.
Andujar should have been cut like 3 years ago. I don't even know why.
I'm worried he'll get injured a lot. That's the only thing I'm worried about.
Yeah. This team right now currently is a 65 to 70 win team. They're not.
No, you're being dramatic with that situation, and there's still moves to be done, and they are. There's still moves to be. There's still going to be moves to be done. There's reports with Freeman, Braves. He wanted 5 years minimum. Braves didn't want to go past that, so it looks like it's going to take over 6 years to get Freddie Freeman into anywhere, either the Blue Jays. The Dodgers. I think the Yankees are slim pickings. I don't think he'll be there. I think it looks more like Rizzo going this way. But here's a food for thought. Correa, just remember he changed agents in the middle before the lockout. Now he's got with Boris. His old agency is finding if he gets a 10-year contract now. That old agency wants a piece of the commission. So what Boris is trying to implement to Correa is go take a 1-year deal, lucrative, then re-up again. Now I can get the full commission. I'll get you the big contract. So look for Correa to get a 1-year deal either with the Astros, back with the Astros, or don't still count the Yankees out.
I don't know, but that never happens though. I've heard about 1-year deals, and they never sign a 1-year deal back. They always get
injury because you are risking getting injured.
I heard about that Manny Machado too. That year he's going to get 1 year and sign.
But I'll be shocked if Scott Boras got him a 1 year. You know the way Boras is; he wants a 10-year deal.
But he wants the whole commission. He's greedy. He wants the whole commission. Well,
let me look at these things, okay? Tell me, like, why should I be confident? You know, the Yankees are not a World Series team, right? They're not far from it. I mean, they're not a World Series contender.
They need pitching, and they're gonna have to make a move. Also, there's another avenue that was reported. The Yankees are gonna try to call the Reds, but they're gonna have to eat a contract of Joey Votto to play first base along. But you're gonna bring Joey. But you're gonna bring Luis Castillo back. That's okay. But now you get your pitcher. That's the thing. You kind of have to give and take a little bit. But if they have Otto and Don, that's a pretty.
Come on, you're gonna be too old. You want all these old guys? What do you want, the old men?
No, I'm not saying that's the team I want, but this is what is being proposed out there. If the Reds are pretty much saying they're in a fire sale, but if you want to take that contract, he has 2 years left on his deal, and if you say if you don't want to give up big time prospects. You might have to take Joey Votto back. I know. He doesn't move the needle to me either. I do not want him, but if it's gonna get me a frontline pitcher,
Yeah, but then you infield. Yeah, but
What about Kyle Hendricks? Any talk about him, or the Cubs don't want to deal with Hendricks?
They didn't. He's nowhere near no radar.
Yeah, the way I can't see have Votto and Donaldson.
No, I don't either. I don't either, Pope. I don't either. But that's rumored out there.
By the way, I looked at Donaldson's contract, and we have him for 2 years. It's not.
Yeah, $25 million. $25 million each year.
Yeah, they're not going to keep him for 2 years. I think they're going to trade him after this year.
Well, he makes a lot of money, you know.
Who's going to take that $25 million now?
Well, unless if the Yankees decide to eat some of it.
Yeah.
That's why you shouldn't trade. You shouldn't have took the contract.
What do you think the reason was they took on Donaldson's contract? Just to get Falefa? Was that so they don't have to get top prospects for?
Yeah, because then you have your stopgap shortstop, or then if he plays if Velope is or if pans out, you can move Ian around the whole diamond. That they like that crap now that the players that Ben Solris really messed up baseball with the Cubs. Oh, he could play here, he could play there, he could play here. And now all the teams want to copycat and do that Ben Somers type of player to play him everywhere.
Now even hearing they might bring the Ghost Runner back. It makes me sick to my stomach.
Well, the Ghost Runner is this year. Next year's out.
No, they ruled it out this year. Now they're gonna.
No, it's there. It's there. I checked it. We misinformed on our program.
Really? No, but Michael Kay reported that they got rid of it and they're bringing it back.
No, I think.
Extra innings you're talking about?
Yeah.
Yeah, it was supposed to be in, and it was supposed to be out. It was completely dead. They brought it back.
But I read somewhere that they'd go 9 innings, double headers now. They're not doing 7.
No.
So,
well, I hate the Ghost Runner. I think they should have gotten rid of it. I thought they got rid of it. Now they want to negotiate again. It's so stupid. Baseball's dead.
And then a draft lottery. They were talking about a draft lottery with draft picks.
Yeah, that's also there. The draft lottery is there as well. And just right now as we speak, Andrew McCutchen returns to the Milwaukee Brewers. He agreed. I mean, actually, he signed with the Milwaukee Brewers on agreement on a contract.
Yeah, he returning to the Brewers? He never.
No, not returning. I misspoke. He signed a 1-year deal.
I'm surprised the Brewers got McCutchen. I tell you, Seattle, they get Jesse Winkler and another third base. I'm surprised that Cincinnati didn't get more from them because they took on the contract with Uriel Surin. I'm surprised that Jesse Winkler they got. They have a good outfit. Mitch Hagler, Jesse Winkler, J.P. Crawford. They added Robbie Ray. Seattle is going to be a tough team, and they got that 12-team playoff format. They'll make the wild card, 3 wild cards. And if the Blue Jays got Freddie Freeman, the Yankees should be really fans are really be mad because
I'm mad already.
Let Freeman go to the division team. I just made a video about this.
They make them stronger. Pope. Freddie Freeman in Toronto makes them much more stronger because they do got good pitching.
I think we make them a favorite.
Look at that infield.
Yeah.
You don't want him going there. So
right.
The Yankees are not the Yankees. If you don't let Freeman, the Yankees have to get overpaid. You can't have him go to the Blue Jays.
Yep.
No, if the Blue Jays are hot and heavy on it, they're gonna have to go with that 7th year, even if it's less money or whatever the case. Because, man, you put them there in Toronto.
The Dodgers are losing the leverage now. They're saying that the Dodgers are actually almost falling out of this. Now the Blue Jays are becoming more the favorite. The Yankees better jump on this then if they want to.
I heard they want Schwarber too. Kyle Schwarber. They want he can play first in DH. If they get Schwarber, does that mean they add Freeman or they get both for them? Because the DH, can they get both?
I don't know because their payroll. They're not one of the top high payroll teams either.
No.
They could actually make a big splash. Jose Melo, salute in the chat. Jose Melo. Yeah. And the thing is, you see what the Yankees are doing. Then you look around what the Mets moves. They keep adding more players. Adam Ottavino on 1-year deal. That's a good move. That's a good move for him. Coming, I know, to us it's like, but they needed bullpen help. Yeah. Relievers are from a year-to-year deal anyway. You saw Jerry's Familiar now goes to the Philadelphia to Joe Girardi, and he's out there. So Girardi's trying to get some type of relevance of a bullpen. You see all these different moves going around there.
They're asleep at the wheel.
Well, there wasn't many great options. It was really 4 or 5 guys. Really,
4 or 5 guys. They need like 6 upgrades. They're 6 pieces away from.
That's another problem. If you would have got,
you know how flawed this team is.
If they would have signed Correa, how are you going to fix the other flaws?
Well, they would have still been able to do it, but they would have to go, I guess, with cheaper options. They'd have
to trade LeMahieu, get rid of contracts. You can't. That's why I think they want to spread the money out. That's what
Well,
it
they're
makes
not
sense.
going in the right direction. They're not a championship team. They're like about 30 yards away from winning the World Series.
The Yankees are looking for a backup center fielder, another an offensive catcher,
Yeah.
and they need a first base. They want to see what they're gonna do at the first base position
Backup center. Why a backup center fielder?
because they have Aaron Hicks. They invested money in Aaron Hicks.
Aaron
They're not
Hicks
just
is
gonna,
garbage.
but they invested. That's
He's only have 3 years left remaining. They could trade him.
Yeah, but I guess his value's so bad. He's always hurt. Like Luke Voigt, his value's down. What could you really get for him? Just like Sanchez.
Yeah, but all these things that we needed, we didn't do anything. So we're just basically running it
You
back.
have to be realistic. The start
Realistic? It's the same
team.
team again.
What all the Yankee fans would say, but then
But all the fans are upset.
And being objective, they did have offense for
You can't sit here and accept this.
prospects. They had offense for Freeman. Freeman maybe don't want to come to New York.
You never
Maybe
want to
he
win.
wants to go to Blue Jays or Dodgers. What could the Yankees do? If they
Yeah, let me ask you this: how many more years are you going to be willing to wait for the Yankees to win a World Series?
but
Give me the number.
we're not the players who accept the contract.
I
If the
know,
players
but-
don't accept the money,
Have you ever
we
seen
can't do
Robert
nothing.
De Niro? Have you ever seen the movie The Fan with Robert De Niro? I mean, how long are you going to wait for the Yankees to win a World Series? I mean, how long is it going to take?
It is what it is. They have to scout and develop.
No, we have to just sit here and just take it. I mean,
Yes, you have to take it. Just
Why?
appreciate everything that happens.
and then ask for another.
yeah, but you were the one that said they have to make these moves or else. So
Yeah,
then why
they
you
have to,
shouldn't-
but they did offer. It's not like if they didn't offer or try, then I have a problem. But they did try. They did offer for Olsen. The Braves have better prospects. They got 3 top 15 prospects, and the Freeman. If they offered Freeman 6 years, 180, and he didn't go to the Yankees, are you gonna blame Cashman?
They offered him that. What about Correa? Did they offer him a contract?
To our knowledge, no,
Correa for $300 million.
no.
They have Falefe. I don't think they're gonna get Correa.
Yeah, but Falefe could play cat. He could just be the catcher, then they could still get a
Yeah,
shortstop.
but I think they want him for shortstop.
He's not a good option. He's not a great.
What do you
player.
mean? Falefe was a top defender last
He
year.
He's a
was
top
already-
defender. He's better. He was better than any. We didn't have a shortstop. You were okay with Gio Urshela coming into the season as our shortstop?
No, I wanted
way.
Correa. I wanted Correa.
But they weren't. They're not going for it. The only
Okay,
but only
but answer
thing.
me this though, and don't sugarcoat it. Why do the Dodgers want to spend and the Mets and the Yankees don't? Don't say this is the Yankees' business and this is the way they operate because it makes me sick to my stomach.
Well,
Why don't the Yankees want to spend like the Mets and the Dodgers? Don't say because this is the way they operate.
It's not
I'm
George
tired of hearing it.
Steinbrenner no more.
It's not Steinbrenner.
So why do the Pittsburgh Pirates not spend? Why do all the small market teams don't want to spend big?
Because they don't like to invest money into the
Okay,
team.
are the Yankees a small market team?
No,
Oh,
they
They're
have
not.
Okay, so then why do they operate like it?
They have a line. They have so many long-term contracts. What about
They
Judge?
have 2. That's it. Stanton and Cole. They don't have 10.
No, LeMahieu. They have to give Judge an extension. They have Chapman.
I know, but the Dodgers have a lot of long-term contracts. They
You know
don't
what
care.
the payroll is right now? It's almost $240 million right now.
But look at the Dodgers contract. Trevor Bauer, Mookie Betts. Come on, that's a lot.
Yeah, but they're not. The Dodgers don't have as many long-term contracts.
I know, but they have a lot of. They have $260 million payroll.
Yeah, but the Dodgers have young players that don't. Make
All right, don't use that
money.
as an excuse. So what are you trying to say?
It's not
Because the
excuse,
Dodgers
it's
are a better
facts.
team, they're allowed to have that luxury? Come
No,
on.
it's facts. They have guys that make no money that are good. They make.
I know, but you're trying to say because the Dodgers are more of a complete team, they could go the extra mile. We're not allowed to do that.
The
Yeah, but
Yankees
you're like
have-
shortchanging the Yankees.
The
You're
Yankees
like
have so
shortchanging
many,
them.
but the Yankees have so many flaws and holes.
Right.
I know, so
Yeah.
get those flaws and holes.
When you're close, you take that. You go above and beyond. When you're really close and you need that extra push, you will spend the money. But right now, the Yankees don't feel themselves as at that borderline of close to go
I know,
ahead
but
and
this is
go over the threshold.
I know we've been with this group for 6 years now, right? So when are we going to get close? When is that going to happen? Well,
We don't.
another 30 years from now?
They don't. It's unpredictable. That's the
What
unpredictability
Knicks?
about sports.
Well, we're turning
No.
into the Knicks.
They were close to 19. That's why they had Garrett Cole.
Okay, so what happened? Everything fell apart.
They don't get clutch hits, one-dimensional hitters, rely on home runs.
Two right-handed.
Yeah,
Why did they fix that? They never fix it.
Well,
they
they
did.
tried with Gallo, but he's a flawed player. They tried
Oh,
with
he's
Rizzo.
Gallo's a 206 hitter.
But
Yeah,
they made an attempt. The thing is, they're not there with their arms crossed. They needed a lefty bat, and they last year at the trade
Yeah, but
deadline
the
they
goal
went
is
and
they
went and
I know.
acquired the best available lefty bat.
Gallo was awesome.
Remember, teams don't want to just hand the Yankees stuff either. They hate the Yankees.
Mm-hmm.
You know, they look at that. They hear the Yankees are calling them. Screw them. You know, because they see them as the evil empire that just wants to raise up
They're not the
prices.
evil empire anymore. It's the Dodgers.
But they still have that reputation. They still have that stench around the league. The Steinbrenners make a lot of money because they live in New York. They got that TV deal, that lucrative TV deal. The fans support them. You could go anywhere to Kazakhstan or anywhere in the Middle East or anywhere in East Europe, and you'll find a Yankee hat. You won't find a Kansas City Royal hat. You'll find a Yankee hat. Somebody wearing a Yankee hat. It is famous. That's why teams envy and do not like this organization.
They asked for a lot in trades. Like, I wonder what I think Oakland wanted Volpe, Dominguez, and then they asked for more from the Yankees, so the Yankees didn't want to do it. So they do, yeah.
And then I'm so sick of this Yankee fan base saying that, we actually upgraded enormously better. How did they upgrade so much better? You think this team defensively is way better than they were last year? I don't think so.
Well, they got rid of Sanchez, which is a positive.
But third base, they got worse with Donaldson.
But listen,
it's still good, but he has to stay healthy.
We didn't need a third baseman. We needed a shortstop, first base, center field, pitching.
Well,
They
I
didn't
think
do anything.
Well, remember, they had to trade Gio, so who was going to replace Gio? They had to get Donaldson, right, to replace him.
Yeah, I know, but there was no talk about Gio even being moved. Did you ever hear about Gio Urshela being traded?
Well, you know what? They probably went for Leffe, and they wanted Gio. They wanted everyday play to Twins.
I know, but Falefe's not a star. He's not a superstar.
You don't have to be a
but he's very strong. He's defensively.
Right.
He checks all the boxes. You don't need a superstar at shortstop. You need someone who's going to play the defense.
Yeah, what did you think you were going to
I
get?
want guys that help us win a World Series.
Well, the way you win a World Series, one is pitching and defense.
They don't have that.
But they're trying to get it there with Falafa, with maybe Torres will be a better second baseman or Mayhew.
He's spoiled. He wants stars.
Yes.
I don't
The
want
catcher.
I want the necessary needs.
Yeah, but don't you think about this. If you get these two catchers now who work well with a pitching staff and they could get the best out of our pitching staff, remember, pitching wins championship and defense.
They don't have pitching.
But you don't know that because maybe Gary Sanchez was a horrible framer and caller of a game. Now you got two good catchers there who could catch and frame the ball. You were spoiled. You didn't see when we had Mike Stanley, one of the most best hitters, catchers in behind the plate. He was a Gary Sanchez who could not catch for crap. He was horrible. Like, he didn't have to pass balls as Sanchez. But what happened? We brought in a Joe Girardi. Everybody, Joe Girardi. Who the hell is Joe Girardi? Who the hell was this guy? Mike Stanley made an all-star team. They made the move, and look how many World Series championships because of his.
Remember, though, the Yankees were built differently back then. There wasn't anything about analytics, and they were a better team.
But it helped with the pitching staff. It allowed Jimmy. We still had Jimmy Key. We still had Scott Kamenicki. We still had, and that 96 team, they excelled with a better catcher. They started playing well. He handled the bullpen much greater than Mike Stanley. That's why we saw a big turnaround and a philosophy in the catcher. They see things. I'm not saying it might work, but you never know. A catcher makes a big difference. If you hear David Wells and David Cohn talk about their perfect game, they say it was because of their catcher.
David Cohen's perfect game. Yeah.
Yep. Yeah, but you're comparing championship teams to a team that never won a World Series.
No, not a championship team. I'm talking about that a receiver who could call, who makes a difference, and call perfect games, and see when a pitcher has a certain pitch working, they're gonna call it a certain pitch count. Situational. That's mental. That's smart. Maybe Sanchez doesn't have the IQ to call a good game and frame it and call at the right time. I'm not saying he's a dumb player. No, I am a fan of Sanchez, but I think that change of scenery, that different philosophy behind the plate is going to help because now you don't have to worry about runner on third. Now they could throw the splitter. One thing when the championship, when we had Mel Stoudemire, they threw nothing but splitters down in the dirt.
Oh yeah.
Gary Sanchez comes back. That pitch went away. You know how many sliders were hit over the fence because Sanchez can't block a splitter down on the ground? Yeah.
Even with Bassano, he wasn't the greatest defensive catcher, but he did the basic stuff, get in front of it, and he was a good hitter, and he had good pitching, and he had good role players. The Yankee
The Yankees got to
later,
settle for being a poverty team. That's
they
what we got to
need
settle
more
for.
road players. You know what I mean?
What a joke.
That's what. Yeah, but after around '98, Posada all those years they were fine, right? Because
Yeah, that was the past. What about what's happening in 2022?
Yeah, but who's available as a catcher? Who do you want as a catcher?
I want a team that has championship pedigree on this team. They don't have it. They don't have the right players.
Yeah, and Jose Melo made a good point.
Out and develop. You can't just buy him.
Yeah, but forget about this developing. Do you want to wait 6 years for guys to come up, or you want to win a World Series now?
Listen, it doesn't take that long. But when the player has it, they're gonna rise through the minor league system.
About Anthony Volpe getting called up. He's not coming. He's not going to play on this team. He's not
maybe
getting
next year. Maybe Dominguez.
But they don't call their guys up. They never do. This is all a scam.
If they didn't trade them for these guys, they're going to have to bring them up.
They always say they're going to call guys up, and they never call them up.
No, they didn't trade them for the top. This is the top shortstop class. Correa,
Give us some names. About what? They need a whole new team. Everyone knows
want
that.
to sign them. They kept their top prospects. So you know they're going to be bringing them up, giving them a chance. You don't keep guys in your farm and not bring them up if you don't get top shortstops like that. They're going to give them a chance. Hopefully they're good. And they use these guys, and maybe the Yankees will have a future. Maybe Dominguez is the real deal. Volpe's is the real deal. And you know how much money they would make in a
We're not going to see Volpe, and we're not going to see Peraza. Too bad.
They have to. You will see them.
Oh, did they call up? Did they call up their other prospects that we never got to see? Jesus Montero, Jose Tabata. You don't even know these guys.
They tried. They did bring them up. They were good. You remember they traded for Michael Pineda, and then they turned out to be bust. They got injured.
No, they never. They played. Jose Montero had a cup of coffee. Jesus Montero.
Yeah. But you remember they wanted pitching. They traded for Pineda. The Yankees,
nice trade.
Well, Pineda was good for 1 year, and Montero never turned out to be anything.
I understand, but they always overhype their prospects. You play baseball to win, not to develop guys.
Do you remember Dexter? Do you guys remember Dexter Fowler? Dexter Fowler, one of the best outfielder prospect of the Yankees organization. They traded him in a Sonny Gray deal. Right. Sonny Gray didn't pan out here in New York, but did Dexter Fowler and Kapanian pan out for Oakland? None of those players that went back to Oakland, and they were top prospects for New York.
Okay, but then
we never got burned with prospects, but still, they always overhype these guys.
The only prospect you could say that the Yankees gave up that really turned out was Mike Lowe.
He won. Yeah, he won.
That's the only one that you could see out of all those players that they traded and moved out of the farm system. That's it, really, in those trades.
And I heard fans say Ted Lilly. I don't count him. No.
Ted Lilly was He had a nice cup of coffee.
Ian Kennedy, so.
Yeah, Phil Hughes, Jabba, they didn't turn out to be anything.
Mark Melanson actually turned out to be decent as a coach.
Yeah, but look at all the prospects the Yankees developed, and they turned out to be a bust. I mean, you thought Jabba was going to be the next Mariano Rivera. How did that turn out?
No, they didn't use him right. They tried to use him as a starter. They ruined him. They ruined the guy. In the bullpen, back and forth, starting, bullpen. Didi was in the same Felifa boat. And
I don't know about that.
You know what? Maybe Cashman finds another diamond in the roughs in this kid, and he might burn out. Didi.
He'll do good next year. I guess he was.
They're not going to strike lightning in a bottle
at the right time. The problem is, I like FA, but the thing is Donaldson going to stay healthy? And the first baseman, if they get Rizzo, they're going to have an older.
It's the same exact team.
It's a little bit older and slower. I'm not that crazy about those two together, but.
Nah.
Yeah, but with Rizzo, but they're not gonna they're not gonna be a strikeout team.
And I promise you this: if they do Rizzo and nothing else, I'm not watching this team ever again.
They don't strike out a lot. If you were Donaldson, you and Rizzo, they're gonna, and I think Rizzo's gonna take advantage of Yankee Stadium porch, and I think he'll have a good, and you can, and even Donaldson, if he's making contact opposite way. Get some couple of Yankee Stadium home runs. You never know. You just can't.
You probably want Miguel Cabrera on the team and Joey Votto too, then, for that matter, right?
No, of course not. Of course not. That's being facetious there with your thoughts. But I don't want Joey Gallo here. But guess what? He's on there. So let's see if they could get him, unlock him.
But answer me this though: why would you take on $25 million of Josh Donaldson, right, an old player? And instead of that, and then why didn't they want to overpay for Freeman or Correa, but they wanted to overpay, take on a big contract at Donaldson? Makes no sense.
That point you're okay, but the one
Doesn't
thing
make any sense.
I could tell you here, because Donaldson in 2 years is gone, and if you were to sign Correa, he's here for 10. And then let's say Correa doesnn't work out in New York, then you're stuck with 8 years.
Well, you know what?
With
If you sign Aaron Judge to a big contract, you could say the same thing with Aaron. What if Aaron Judge gets hurt the whole entire contract?
That's why they haven't given him a contract yet.
And you don't even know if Aaron Judge is going to come back for sure. He might walk. What if Judge doesn't want to play on this team? What if he wants to go? What if he says, I don't like the direction this team's going in? I don't like
Judge extension.
They'll give him
but you don't know what these players are thinking. They might think that the Yankees are bad. They might want to leave now. Look at the direction that they're going. You really think this team is headed towards a World Series? Well, what is Garrett Cole thinking?
Yeah, I mean, what do you want the Yankees to do? Who would you want? Who are you going to offer for Olsen? How much are we going to get Freeman?
What do I want the Yankees to do? I want them to make moves that helps them win a World Series.
Let's be realistic. I'll give you an answer for everything. Simple answers. I'll give you realistic answers.
Thank you. This guy even said, look, the Yankees don't have the balls. That's why Donaldson is here. Thank you.
Yeah, that's why. They were too nice. The Yankees were too nice in that clubhouse.
No,
they liked it. That's why.
He's more tough, Donaldson. He's outspoken. That's what he
he's saying that the Yankees don't have the balls.
No, that's what he means.
He means Donaldson is tough. That's why they brought him in, because he'll make this team tougher. Donaldson. That's what he means.
I think he's saying that the Yankees didn't want to go the extra mile, so they brought in a bum.
He's saying the team in general. So with Donaldson, they're more tough. That's why I wanted Correa, because he's outspoken like the Puma Sports, and he likes to speak facts and truth.
I know, but he's old, though. You want an old guy. What do you think this guy is going to play like a 25-year-old? You're making like this guy's a superstar.
I said that. But I'm worried about his injuries.
He's injury prone.
Well, if he gets injured on the first spring training game, then what are you going to say? If he's out for 3-4 months, what are you going to say then?
It's a risk.
Then what was the point of trade?
Listen, it could happen. Pete Alonso, on his way to spring training, his car flipped 3 times. They hit him 3 times. He could have got injured and not even make it to spring training. Injuries it happens, and thank God nothing happened. He walked out with his life. So
who don't like that? This is a joke. I agree a little bit with him. They're getting older.
You agree? You told me on the text you were all over me saying that if they don't make these moves, they're finished.
Well, they have to add pitching and Freeman, of course. I'm not crazy about Rizzo.
These are my moves. I wanted Correa or Freeman, one of these guys.
How much are you giving Correa?
I wanted Frankie Matas or Manaea, and I wanted Ketel Marte. That's the moves I wanted.
You know how much you have to give up for all these guys?
I don't give a crap. I want to win a World Series now. I don't care about prospects.
Yeah, but it's not a guarantee those guys will win your World Series.
No.
We got a better chance. At least they're trying, right? The Mets are trying. Look what the Mets are doing.
It's more long-term contracts.
Yeah, but at least the Mets and the Dodgers, they want to win. The Dodgers want to win
They don't have long-term contracts like the Yankees.
And they don't have a farm system. Yeah. The Mets don't have a farm system.
So now we got to shortchange the Yankees like they're little kids, and people need to hold their hand.
No.
It's sort of a joke.
You have to
They're a big market team, though.
You have to understand the Mets didn't have big long-term contracts. Conforto was gone. Syndergaard.
Well, they got Scherzer now. What are you talking about? They got Scherzer.
Yeah, now
3 years.
And
they're still paying Bobby Bonilla's contract. I don't know what you're talking about.
It was not big.
It's $2 million.
Yeah,
but they pay every
million.
single year.
The comparisons make no sense. They didn't have they had payroll flexibility, and Steve Cohen.
Their bullpen is
one since 86.
They're going to keep their bullpen the same. I would add Josh Hader, but
what? You got to be realistic. Why would
Mets
the Brewers do that when they're trying to win?
Yeah, the Mets want him, and then they say no way.
There's no good relievers out there. So as far as the bullpen, the Yankees
aren't fantasy baseball.
Exactly.
Fantasy. I want the guys to help us win. I don't want every guy. What do you think? That I'm like Justin? That I want every player on the team.
Yeah.
He thinks his MLB the show.
I don't think it's MLB the show. I want the necessary.
They wouldn't even trade for Olsen. They're gonna trade for Hader. They're not gonna give top prospects.
He asked me what I would do for the bullpen. I'm answering.
And for a reliever. You want to give a top prospect for a reliever? I don't think so.
They do need another reliever, though.
So they ask you for Dominguez. You're going to give Dominguez for Hader?
No, I didn't say Dominguez for Hader.
That's what they're going to ask for.
Yeah. This team has holes all over the place. You don't realize.
Listen, all the other 29 plus teams in the Major League Baseball is not here to do the Yankees a favor.
I know. I told them that. There's 29 other teams. Other teams got better prospects.
Okay, then stop saying that the Yankees are in trouble then.
if they don't add a pitcher,
If they don't do moves, you're going to, of course.
Yeah, well, I'm being sarcastic.
Yeah,
Then
yeah,
stop
but
kissing
the
stop
moves
kissing the
that
other
you
team's
want-
asses.
The moves that you want are not realistic.
Then don't
Right.
tell me that I can't rant, but you can rant. So what do you think, that I'm not allowed to rant? What am I?
Oh, no, no.
Realistic. I
Give me
look
a
at both
break.
sides.
So what do you
I
get?
see
What
how
your
it
rants
is.
matter? My
I
rants don't matter.
explained it. I explained. That's why I'm the Pope. I explained both sides. They didn't want to give Volpe. They didn't want to get Brazen. They want to give top prospects. The Braves gave 3 top 15 prospects.
Yeah.
So I'm gonna blame Cashman. What could he do? He don't have.
Brian
these guys.
Cashman is going to go down as he's the worst GM in the history of sports. He hasn't done a damn thing in 12 years. Name the World Series caliber moves that this guy has made.
Well, they
Give me
did
a
add
break.
Garrett Cole. You don't appreciate Garrett.
What has he done since Garrett Cole?
What else do you want them to do? Who else is available?
I wanted Scherzer. That's what I wanted.
You're gonna give $45 million.
Yeah, let me tell you something. If you had Scherzer right now, what would you be saying if the Yankees had Scherzer right now? Would you say that's crazy money? That's ridiculous that they gave him $40 million a
It
year?
is crazy money.
You would
It
be
is.
kissing, you would be praising and kissing his ass.
No,
right?
I would say.
Yeah, you would, because we would have had Cole and Scherzer.
Yeah,
And that's
you
it.
would, I would say.
And that's it.
37 years old.
Yeah, that's all we need. What did Arizona win with in 2001? Who did they have in
They
their
had a
rotation?
better balanced team. They had.
Come on.
The
They had
Yankees don't-
Shirley and Johnson.
Yeah, but if
They
they
had
would
two
have
guys too.
Yeah, but listen, if they would have had Scherzer, how are they going to fix first, short,
Well,
center?
I want that too. I want those upgrades too.
How are they going to do all that? What are you going to spend $100? We're going to have $300 million.
Yeah. Do you know the Mets would have a $290 million payroll?
It's not.
You aware of that?
It's around 260.
No, it's 290.
No, it's 290. Pope is 290. It is.
Now 290.
Yeah,
Yeah,
so
Google
what
Google
are
it.
the
So
Yankees doing?
Google it and Google it right now. So I want to make sure. Let's
Yeah,
let's
he
clear.
said it was
Yeah.
290, Cohen. I watched.
He says he has no problem going over 290,
See, they have it.
Yeah.
So what's the Yankees doing over here? Well, why aren't they doing that?
and that's a quote. Like, you know what? Let me find it. I like to.
You
I like
guys
to
don't
bring
have
proof.
answers to me. I'm asking you. Why aren't the Yankees doing what the Mets are doing?
Nobody goes to 290. I don't remember any baseball team ever have a payroll that high.
Yeah, hold
I
on.
know, but doesn't that mean that you want to win a World Series? If you go over that, you want to win.
Well, Cohen is how much is Cohen worth?
Yeah, but the Yankees are worth more money than the Mets, you know, right?
The
No,
owner
no.
is worth $15
The
billion.
Yankees are worth. I know, but the Yankees are worth $5 billion.
No.
Yeah, but that's the. Yeah, but the owners. He's
the
loaded.
owner
Dude.
is more.
Yeah, he's worth more money, but the Yankees are a richer team than the
Yeah,
Mets.
you understand. But the owner, he controls the team. He makes the moves. He can afford it. And
I know, but that's no excuse for the Yankees to do nothing. Still no excuse.
You're gonna blame the Yankees. Olsen. They did
Here we
offer
go.
for Olsen.
Excuses.
What excuse?
Excuses.
So you tell me the Braves offer is not as good.
I'm
as
not saying it's better, but you mean the Yankees couldn't throw in Peraza and throw in Volpe to trade
They're
for
not
Olsen?
trading
Come
both
on.
of them. They're not trading both of them. I knew that.
I know, but this Volpe is he? What is he? God?
They think so. They think he's a top shortstop.
What do they think he's going to be? The next Derek Jeter?
Maybe.
Yeah.
I don't.
what
That's ludicrous. Ludicrous. He's
How
not
do you
gonna
know?
be Jeter.
We don't know. We don't know.
He's not even. Is he more talented than Dominguez right now?
We don't know. But what about if he turns it to Tatis while we open? You'll be.
I don't think he will. I think he's going to be a bust like all the other Yankee
Well,
prospects.
because you're always negative, and you wanted to.
I'm always negative because the Yankees don't do the right thing. Once they do the right thing, I'll be positive. Why don't they do the right thing for once?
What do you want them to do?
Sorry, I'm late. I was taking care of the.
I told you I want what I want them to do. Millions
What's
and millions
going
of
on
times.
here?
Come on, I told you already.
But
I
you
was
It's time for me to tell you.
I was taking
Why
care
am
of
I going to keep repeating
I was,
myself?
I was taking care of my nieces real quick, so that's why I was late this show. I'm
It's
sorry
okay.
about that.
Yeah, I just saw the Astros in West Palm Beach. I talked to Altuve. I
Oh,
saw
cool.
Jeff Bagwell. I got his autograph, and Soto. I got his autograph.
Yeah, you
Nice.
tell me.
Yeah, like
Huh. Right now they're 270 million is their payroll currently. All right, so but he said he's willing to go over 290. That's on the quote.
Yeah, why can't we go over like the Mets right now? What's the big deal? What are we going to get? What are we going to get handcuffed? If we
Yeah,
go
but they
over-
don't have long term as.
What's
us.
Michael's question today? Basically, what's his?
No, he
problem?
wanted Freeman. He wanted Correa. He wanted Minai. He wanted Josh Hader. He wants everybody.
I don't want everybody. I didn't say
He
that.
even won Baba Booey.
I'll
I
give
didn't say I
the
wanted all.
I'll give the Yankees this. Their first two batters in the order are really scary, but then you go to the rest of the order, and it's like so me, or
Look,
not
the
scary at all.
one-dimensional, strikeout
Yeah.
home run guys. You know?
Like they
I
did.
didn't say I wanted Correa and Freeman. I said I wanted one of them, and I wanted pitching, and they didn't do any of it. And they still have a mediocre shortstop.
I'll
Oh, they
I'll give
all-
Michael this. The Yankees arguably got worse this year. You can make the case.
Yeah, there you go. Thank you.
You make the case, but
How's that?
overall in the lineup, because 1 through 4, like I said, they look scary. But then you go to the rest of the lineup, it's so kind of just there. Like think of
What's
think
more
of-
the older players, because if you add Rizzo, they're more older.
They got better though. Listen, I'm gonna play on both sides of the fence here
They didn't get
when it comes
better.
to Yankee fan. But think about this, though, Yankee fans. You got better defensively.
No, we didn't.
Yes, you did.
No, we didn't.
Donaldson
Yes.
is
No, we didn't.
Well, he had a
Don-
good year, Donaldson, last year.
Donaldson is a phenomenal third baseman.
He's not better than
IK
Giorcello.
That's not the point. Okay, point is he's a good fielder. IKF, the best.
I can't
shortstop-
wait till the Yankees miss the playoffs.
the best
I can't wait.
the best shortstop you guys have had defensively in a while.
I can't wait.
Gleyber Torres. Okay, I get it. Questionable. So a little sense.
I can't wait till this team is such a bad team this year and they miss the
can't-
playoffs, and then I can rub it in everybody's face.
Hold on. Luke Voigt, whoever
Hold
he
on.
at first, is gonna be decent. Kyle Gishioka, a good defensive first-minded catcher. And then out in the outfield, they got Judge, Hicks, and Joey Gallo. All have cannons. All are good defenders. You got better defensively, even though the lineup took a hit.
Yeah, I agree with that.
Yeah.
Yeah, but Donaldson is not an upgrade over Urshela, I don't think at all.
You can make an argument. They're close.
I never saw him make one. Did he ever make diving stops, Donaldson? It wasn't
Donaldson
fast.
in his prime was pretty good.
I know, but Gio Urshela
He
makes
won an
plays like
MVP, dude.
60,
He won an
70 feet away
MVP.
from.
Does that say anything to you?
Donaldson,
He won an
knows.
MVP. He
He's
won an
just
MVP.
older.
Does that
He's
say anything?
older.
Yeah, who wants an old guy though? I mean, that's terrible. And he's
Veteran-
making too much
veteran-
money.
Veteran leadership, though, can mean a lot to a club.
I just don't like the money, and he's
Yeah, but just because the Yankees, this guy's a multi-billionaire, it doesn't give the Yankees a pass to not spend money. Come on, man, you can't give the Yankees like this. They're not as rich as the
But
Mets.
remember,
are,
the
but
Yankees have more holes. You don't put 40.
they have more holes, but what does that mean? That we can't
You
make
don't
all these
put
moves?
$45 million into one starter when you have 5 or 6 holes. Come on.
Yeah, so if we can't fill the 6 holes in. Why?
Maybe with marginal put like Sean Manaea. Maybe
You do need to
Trevor
get more
Story.
pitching.
Coulda did
I'll
Trevor
give you
Story,
that.
maybe.
You need to get more pitching. Because I'm sorry, you cannot go into the regular season expecting this to be another year where it's the Garrett Cole show. I will say
Yeah.
that.
Yeah, their pitching's horrible. They have a horrible rotation.
Well, then they're not finished. You think they're not going to add a
Yeah.
star?
And in the post defense, the offseason isn't done. You still got, another week
It
and a
just
half?
started
Something
5
like
days
that?
ago.
Yeah.
These Yankee fans panic. You should see on Twitter, jump boy.
Because
I
everyone
want them
knows-
to do this.
because
Oh
everyone
yeah,
knows
he's the worst. He's the worst. Bringing panic and discord to the
He's
Yankee
absolutely not.
Nation.
I think John Boy is actually the opposite. He's too optimistic. He's overconfident. He thinks the Yankees are going to be
They
fine.
have to make a move. It just started. Co-negotiation. Freeman has
Exactly.
to make a decision. He has a family too. You see his wife. Maybe she don't want to go to New York. Maybe they want to stay in LA or go to Canada.
Here it is. Here is the quote. Pope and everyone and my panels. It says, "Listen, $290 million is a lot of money to spend overall. So, like I said before, I'm okay with it, and I'm willing to live with it.
That's a
and
man.
I'll leave it there."
That's a real man. This guy has balls. Let's see
Well,
how.
he's a fan of the team.
So
If
let me ask you, Michael. That turns you on?
Yeah, it does because he wants to win and he's a fan of the team. Yeah, why wouldn't it turn you on? What do you want, a pussy as a GM?
I mean, the Marlins are making some decent moves.
Severino is coming off a Tommy John surgery. Come on, man.
Well,
These
remember,
Yankees fans are meant
if you
to
was-
challenge,
if
bro.
you're worth $18 billion, wouldn't you spend?
See, they're going off of Severino. He's coming off a Tommy John surgery. How could you go off a pitcher that's coming off
Yeah,
a
I
major
agree.
surgery?
They need another.
These fans are
star.
so delusional. They haven't grew up in the 90s that we have. We saw the 5 championships.
Yeah, no, but
These
the
stupid
problem with you is you want
young
everybody-
Yankee fans
you
don't
want
know
everybody-
anything.
I made it when I started the show. I made a joke what you fans want, but then I had to think logically as a journalist and as a
I'm sick of
GM.
these stupid
I had to
fans.
think
I'm
as
By the
tired.
a-
way, you're
And I'm going to
still
let it
in on-
all out tonight.
By the way, reports are the Yankees are still in on Freeman. So, Michael, you might get your wish.
Yeah.
They still need
Exactly.
pitching.
Yeah,
Yeah, they still need pitching.
yeah, that is a problem. Like I said, I can understand both sides. You
I
still
agree
need
with
pitching.
him.
Yeah,
They do need pitching.
I'll be honest with you. They need pitching more than anything because even if you don't sign Freeman, there's still some decent first basemen out there you can either trade for. And I'll be honest with you, sometimes Yankee fans they underrate Voit. I think he'll be good on the team.
Yeah, but the problem
No,
with Voit is
no, I don't
he
want
does
Voit.
get injured a lot.
Get out of
I'm
here.
just
Voit sucks.
I'm just being honest. That's
Voit sucks. No, thanks. No, I'm sick of these Yankee fans. I'm going to point this out now. These fans need to shut up. I'm so sick and tired of these Yankee fans overrating the shit out of this team when we're not even
Who's
close.
the heel here? Who's the
What?
heel all of a sudden now?
Razor
I'm
Ramon.
tired of these Yankee fans overrating the shit out of this team when they're not even close to a World Series, saying that
I
Severino's
don't-
coming back.
listen,
Jordan
dude,
Montgomery.
I don't think- Listen, Michael, I don't hear anyone underrated. I mean, overrating
Yeah, they are.
the
If
team.
you're not in the Discord, so you don't know in social
Okay,
media.
fair enough. But the Yankee fans that I see, I don't see them overrating this team. If anything, I see them being like you, complaining about everything. about
Actually,
how-
yeah, it's actually
Yeah.
He's spoiled. He wants everybody.
not spoiled.
Yeah.
We haven't won in 12 years. That's not being spoiled.
that
12
is
years
being spoiled. I'm sorry, that is.
12
being
years is
spoiled.
a long time.
You know what? Call me when you have to go through a curse. I'll see you in 100 years. Okay.
That is kind of a mini curse.
Yeah. A mini.
No,
curse?
you want to talk about a mini curse? Look at the Jets. Look at
Name
look
me
at
a team
them.
that's a winning franchise that went 30, 40 years without winning.
Yeah,
Oh,
you know your football team is cursed when your most memorable moment in the last 5 to 10 years of the guy running face first and another guy's butt.
Yeah, don't please
I
don't
don't know
rub it
any
in no
winning
more.
franchises that went a long time without winning. Only losing teams are allowed to go in drafts, not winning teams.
What are you talking about? Everything has to work out. You get injuries, you get the wrong players. You dig
Well, name me a
everybody-
successful team that won a lot of championships and won 30, 40 years without winning, besides the Yankees. What team do you know?
Cowboys. Didn't the Cowboys have won since '95?
Yeah, besides the Cowboys.
If you're gonna look at the defense,
What do you mean the Dodgers haven't won since
Cowboys
88?
suck.
The Cowboys are not a winning
Yeah.
franchise.
No,
they're
they're a bunch
they're
of
not
losers.
ready. They're not.
No,
ready.
they're losers.
But
Give me a
the
break.
point is, if you want to go to advanced stats, you like a full blown baseball nerd can argue this is probably the best the Yankees have been, and I would understand
Bulls?
that.
No, they're not.
They are because IKF. I think he batted 278 for us. He's with us. He didn't. Now his OPS plus is not.
Falefe, I have no problem with Falefe. I like him.
But
him.
he's good for.
defense.
But he's good for. what he
He's
is.
okay. He's not great,
I
but
have
Donaldson-
no problem with Falefe.
Donaldson.
I don't like
Donaldson-
Donaldson. That was
Donaldson-
bad.
He's not bad. What I would take Donaldson. You want to trade
Yeah,
him?
He was injured. He was injured the last 2 years. The guy never plays.
The money is the problem.
No, it's not
That's
the
what it
money.
is.
Just the money. He can't
Yes,
stay
it is.
healthy.
Yes, it is.
That,
Yes,
that's understandable. If a person wants to say they didn't want to take the money, that's understandable.
Thank you.
But don't call Donaldson bad. He's not.
I know,
bad.
but you guys are making him like he's a top 3 player in baseball. Kind of below those expectations.
he's
The guy's
so-
like a top
you're
100
selling-
player.
He's still a top 10 third baseman.
Oh,
Yes.
come on.
Yes, it is. Have you seen his defensive metrics?
What do you think this was a blockbuster trade?
Yeah, they're calling it. Yes, they are.
Oh, give me a
Yes.
break. Those guys are retards then.
It was a fair trade too for both sides. The Twins wanted to get some money off the books, and the Yankees were looking to get better.
You're seeing the Mad
Defensively,
Dog come out
and,
tonight. The Mad Dog has been unleashed. Because I don't like this shit.
The
what's going on.
Yankees.
Michael, you're too negative, Michael. You're too negative, Michael. Give me a break. You gotta give me a break, Michael.
Michael never ran a team, so he doesn't understand how business works and how transactions work. He thinks,
No, this is going on for a long time now. I'm tired.
Have no farm systems. Money on
Michael, just be honest
It
with
doesn't
me.
matter. They can still make great moves just because they don't have the best farm system.
Just
Doesn't
be
mean
honest with me,
anything.
Michael. Is your problem the fact that they're just teams doing way better than you this offseason? At least when I didn't play.
No, it's because the Yankees haven't won a World Series in 12 years, and they've been doing this every
Oh
year.
my God! Get the fuck up.
Michael, let me ask you this: Do you want to win the off season, or do you want to? You look like you want to win the off season free agency. You want to? There is no trophy for winning the off season.
I don't want to win the offseason free agency. I want them to be a significantly better team. They're not. What are you like? Just accepting that what they are and just gonna?
No, I'm not accepting what they are. It's just
You just told me that you would accept Rizzo and that's it. It's the same team.
I never said Rizzo. If they bring Rizzo, I'm okay with it because they got it. But they have to make more moves. They got to make a pitching. They need some.
Well, I
pitching
got
depth.
bad news for you. I don't think they're going to.
Yeah, but
They're-
Mr. Michael, you make like the Yankees the only team that needs players. A lot
Exactly.
of teams need.
Yeah, I don't
The
care
Yankees-
about those teams.
The
I'm not a
Yankees,
fan of those
the
teams.
Yankees are still a top 10 or top 5
No.
team right now in baseball.
And the
They
MLB, whatever it's called, Yahoo or Vegas odds bets that they're third.
No.
They're out of their
I don't
mind.
go by that. I don't go by that.
No, like they literally look at your team on paper, and in the way they did get
They're
better.
not great on paper.
Did the bats arguably get worse? I'll give you that. Yes, they did.
I don't care about on paper. They're not great
Yes,
teams.
they-
Well,
they
defensively,
arguably
they
did.
did get better defensively. You
Yes.
got rid of Sanchez.
They're not even a playoff team. They're a
Shortstop.
4th place team. What are you
But,
hyping this
but
team up?
Michael, you know what? I got the perfect argument from Michael. Michael, what's one of the one players that the Yankee fans they kept saying get rid of. One of them was
Sanchez.
Gary. Yeah, Gary.
Okay, so
He's
we
out.
need to get rid of more than Gary Sanchez.
Now you got better defensively. This Kyle.
Yeah. What about Luke Boyd? What about Hicks? You want to make sure
Perfection,
you-
man. He went
So if they would have got Hicks gone for minor leaguers, and they say you're gonna go with Tim Locastro, you would right now be going nuts there.
Because they are going with Tim Locastro. They are.
So Michael, you're just gonna complain. You're gonna find reasons to complain because this team,
Yes.
like I said,
I'm
did
not going to
get
have
better.
reasons to complain.
It did
If
get
they do
better.
what I want them to do, then I'll be happy.
I bet you were the one that didn't even want Girardi as a manager.
No, I didn't care about that move. What do you think I hate? What do you think I'm hating? What do you think I'm a Yankee hater?
You sound like it, dude, because
Yeah.
nothing is appeasing.
If somebody can't speak their mind about the Yankees,
I'm not saying speak your mind, but when you speak it, you're speaking extremely.
Well, that's the way I
negative.
am. I'm a passionate fan. That's what a passionate fan is.
But that's
You
no,
know,
you're actually being extremely negative. I understand the way you feel, but
It's 12 years. If this goes to 50, 60 years, what am I supposed to do that?
Michael, think about this. Yankee Stadium is really small. Donaldson, who can only hit 20.
I don't care about Donaldson, man.
and
Donaldson is going to drop dead. I don't
Donaldson's
care
gonna
about
hit
Donaldson.
Donaldson's gonna hit, I bet, 25 to 30 bombs this year, just for you guys.
I don't like Josh Donaldson. I think Josh Donaldson is the equivalence of getting.
Then why didn't you
Floyd
trade
Lewis.
him to the
Give me a break.
Rangers or Astros, and we'll give you like a I don't know, a combo chip package or something. How about that then? Since you hate him so
No,
bad.
you're not going to cheer me up.
The
Unless you
problem
get
is
Freeman.
he's not
You get
realistic.
50.
To get Olsen, you had to give your whole farm. To get Freeman, you had
There's nothing that's going to cheer me up. I'm not watching the team this year.
Yeah,
I
the
actually
Braves-
can't wait till they miss the
The
playoffs.
Braves gave up 4 prospects, if I'm
I
not
know.
mistaken, to get
I know.
Olsen. Just Olsen. Oh, well, probably someone else, if I remember correctly. But
They
mostly
gave
just
up
yeah, because
Olsen.
they didn't even bring pitching back. They didn't even bring none of the Oakland pitchers back. And
Well, the
Oakland
Yankees
is stacked right now
The Yankees
with farm
could have
pitchers.
Torres. They could have traded Torres.
And Murphy.
Yeah.
They just gave
Yeah.
up all of them for just one guy.
Yeah, and Oakland's pulling on Oakland. They are getting fresh and young, and next thing you know, we're gonna pull a good team out of there. You know what? Watch, I'm
Oh,
calling it.
please. I'm so sick of these fans. The Yankee fans are literally the worst fan base in sports history. I hate their fans, and I'm a fan. I don't like the Yankee fans.
Well, because you want the stars.
No, because I want this team to be a World Series caliber team. Stop with the stars.
I know.
I don't like superstars. Okay, why don't you go talk to Justin, the LA Yankee King, the one? who-
Okay, you know what? Let's
who's
ask
straight.
Michael. Let's on my right now with the players in free agency. Who do you think would be a good addition to the Yankees?
I just told you, Freeman or Correa.
Those are superstars. They're going to cost you. At
I
least,
think that what do you mean free? That's all the free agents that are left.
they're going to cost you 30 to 40 million. No, they're not.
See,
I know some
realistic-
Well,
players-
what players do you want then? You want like mediocre players? What do you want? Just like
Yeah, but you have
Really?
to be realistic.
players?
Let's look at their payroll. Let's look at their farm. You want to give up your whole farm and be in trouble in 3 years? Have
I want players that have a chance to help the Yankees. I don't want every
I don't mind
superstar.
giving Freeman 5 years, 180, but I don't like to give a 33-year-old 6 years. And then
It's something to have these fans wanted all these moves, and now they're okay with what they're doing. It's such a flip flop,
and
like
remember,
fickle
you make
fan
the
base.
only team that want Freeman. The Dodgers want him. the
Somebody's
Blue Jays
broken
want him. What about Freeman? Don't want to come to New
Not
York?
me.
He's gonna play for the Yankees?
Testing. Am I okay?
See, you
No,
don't
you're
know
good.
what
You're good.
to have.
I know how it works, but they did nothing. And you said that they were going to do things, and they didn't do anything.
Well, I was hoping. I figured they had a whole head short. They had a whole.
And there was no excuses. The luxury tax was $230, $240. They reset it, and they still don't want to spend money. What's their excuse?
They reset it, and their payroll's still high.
Yeah, but it's $211. It's not $280 or $290. You're making it like the Yankees, like they're paupers or something, like they're poor.
Well, don't they have to give Judge extension too?
Yeah, who cares about Judge?
Wow. Who cares?
Who cares about Judge?
Those
Yeah, who cares
statements,
about Aaron
you see,
Judge?
when you make a statement like that, you lose credibility.
Bro, are
Yeah,
you
but is
becoming a
Aaron
Red
Judge
Sox
going to help them
fan?
win the World Series?
Are you becoming a Red Sox fan deep down?
What a fan's supposed to do? How about boycott the team? Do that.
I know his philosophy. He wants to start. He wants their payroll to be $280 every year.
No, I don't.
No farm. He don't want no.
I didn't say I
farm.
wanted to be $280 every year. Stop putting words in my mouth.
First. He don't want to farm. Like next year, if they have another hole.
I don't want to farm. I want them to go over the luxury tax if,
All right.
if necessary.
Exactly, like I said.
I didn't say every year though. I said this year. They should go over it when they need to go over it. That's a good answer. They should go over it when they need to go over it.
So why doesn't every team do that then?
The Dodgers do it every year. Why do they do it every year?
They did. Why didn't they bring Scherzer back? Why didn't they bring Corey?
They do go it over a year. They went over it the last 3 years.
Why didn't I bring?
They're gonna go over it this year. They're gonna
By the
sign
way,
Freeman.
Zach Greinke would be a
Freeman.
good pickup for the Yankees. By the way.
No, he has anxiety. He has anxiety issues. He won't be able to play.
Okay,
They're gonna sign Freeman the Dodgers, right? So that's putting them over the luxury tax.
Let's see.
They have it.
Hold on, I'm gonna put the list a minute. Give me a second, if you bear with me.
I mean, you guys just are okay with this team, but you're not gonna win the World Series. How do you feel about that?
I'm trying to see some pitchers that I could possibly sign with you guys because you guys do need pitching.
Oh, let's see the payroll. This is the Mets. Okay. Oh wow, Brett Saberhagen. I met Brett Saberhagen. I have a picture of him in the '90s. I met him.
What a joke.
I met Brett Saberhagen.
Can you see that? Oh no, did I? Let's see.
Benita is still paying $1.5 million.
Why don't you guys trade?
Oh
for
no, that's the
Luis
Mets.
Castillo?
Hold on, I got the wrong.
I mean, it's really comical how Yankee fans just sit here and just
Well,
accept this.
if they got Rizzo, yeah, their team is older and slower. I'm not that impressed.
Michael, I don't know how long
I'm not
you've been
impressed,
Yankee
period.
fan, but their job is literally to just no matter how old or young, they just want to win. And I can admit the problem with the Yankee fans are not the Yankees fans, sorry. The Yankee team in general is they are having a problem adapting to the new school way of baseball. However, like I said, if you look at the advanced statistics, they kind of do support this team. Joey Gallo, if you look at his on base and all that, it's
Joey Gallo sucks. Please don't even go there. Joey Gallo.
Look, you got a couple players here. You still got Greinke, Bryant, Matt Carpenter, Freddie
Greinke doesn't
Freeman,
want to come here because he's
Dustin Fowler, Kenley Jansen, Nick Castellano,
Kelly Jansen. They're not going to sign. Come on.
Ian Desmond, Trevor Story, Danny Duff, Andrew Miller, Michael
Danny Duffy?
Conforto,
Really?
Carlos Carrera, Trevor Rosenthal,
And you would take Danny Duffy?
Michael Pineda's out there if you want pitching.
No.
Michael Pineda might help.
You know these guys are terrible, so stop making it like
Scott
a
Kazmir, J.A. Happ,
Yeah, the free agent starters.
If I ran the Yankees, they would have a championship already by now.
Kwang
only
Hung
guy-
Kim.
Yeah, I think it's only Manaya, Montez, and Castillo.
I'll be honest with you, I wouldn't trust.
Real
him.
great free agent list right there. Real great one.
Michael,
That's right. There's no one to pick, guys. There's no. You want Todd Frazier back here?
Well, for hitting, there's great. There's Trevor Story, Freeman, and Correa.
Yeah, and they cost money, and they have Falefe. So where are they going to get?
And who's gonna
They're
pitch?
so infatuated with their shortstops that they can't make moves. What a joke!
I know the Yankees have money, but even they don't have the money to pay everyone 30-40 million annually around the diamond.
Tell that to the Dodgers.
The Dodgers actually are really good at scouting.
Oh yeah, thank you.
Okay, so the Dodgers are allowed to make those moves because they're a better
They don't have 30 million all around the diamond. Will Smith is a good young player. Cody Bellinger, good young player.
No excuses for the Yankees to be cheap every year, just because the Dodgers are a better.
Playing Kershaw, yeah, he can play.
No excuses. I don't want to hear these excuses. Well, the Dodgers could do it because they have a better team.
Max
and they have better
Muncy,
luxury
by the
tax.
way, a guy they took a gamble on, and he ended up panning out. Trey Turner, okay, he got him in trade, whatever. Justin Turner, they got him for 27 mil, something like that. Still not 30 million a year, but smart. The Dodgers are smart. That's just the best way I can put it. Walker Buehler in their system. They developed Walker Buehler. They developed.
I understand that, but the Yankees have no excuses not to do anything every year because
Dodgers are just smart.
So look at the list of free agent pitching, Michael. Pick your choice.
I understand the free agent pitching. I don't want anybody on there, but I want them to trade for a pitcher.
You want stars.
I don't want stars. Can you stop saying that?
Why would other teams give away their best player, their best pitcher to you?
I didn't say
because you Michael Caputo?
No.
This Brian Cashman here. Yeah, listen. I need Jacob DeGrom because I got Michael Caputo. You know, and he doesn't get him. He's gonna. If we don't send DeGrom over, the season's over.
You know what? I'm just curious. You know, let's play a game here for all four of us. So let's say I'm Brian.
Making a joke out of the Yankees, but you guys are going to be a fourth place team, so I'm going to get the last.
Making a
bet.
joke out of you.
The joke's going to be on you when the
Anything
Yankees miss the
good.
playoffs.
You think
Get your
you're gonna
box
get-
of tissues ready.
Let's
You're gonna get Olsen for who, Mr. Caputo? Who?
Yeah, you guys. When was the last time the Yankees won a World Series? Dope.
2009.
And when are you guys going to win? Give me the year. Come on, let's be a genius. Throw the year at me. I want to see. What
Michael, if I knew that, I will not be living in this
Exactly. That's what I
1,500
thought.
square foot house. I will be in a mansion
That's what I
because I will
thought.
put some money, and I would definitely
I can't stand
cash in on
You
that.
think the Braves are gonna win a World Series?
Yeah. What if the Yankees? Let's see if you have a genius answer for this. If the Yankees never win a World Series, what are you going to do with your life?
Life goes on.
We don't care. This
Well,
is
life goes on, right?
You see on my name, entertainment.
What a
You think
joke.
The Yankees are going
It's-
to control my life. I think you need a life. Stop worrying about Yankees. They don't control your life. It's not life or death.
I know, but what about the
Life's
Baltimore
over
Orioles?
now.
Are they going to
Life's
move
over.
on? Are the Kansas City Royal fans going to move on?
Listen,
Are
if the Yankees don't win a World Series tomorrow morning, I'll still be able to put my pants one leg at a time.
I know, but we all want them to win the World Series. What are you trying to say? Don't give me this stupid analogy that life goes on. It's a stupid analogy. You can say that with all baseball and sport fans. Come on, guys. Stop talking like jackasses.
It's so he's like Robert De Niro in the fan.
I'm not like
He's,
Robin.
he's Costanza.
Because you guys don't care about winning. It's just it's not a matter of life and death.
Can't stand you. Can't stand you.
It's not a lie, Jerry. Only if you believe
You
it.
guys, if we would have the Baltimore Orioles teams, you guys would say, "Oh, it's okay though. I'm still a Yankee fan. Yeah, we're a last place team. Have hope, Michael. We're a last place team." That's what you guys would say.
Yeah, but there's two to tango. It's co-negotiation. You think Oakland's just gonna hand Olsen to them for nothing? Freeman,
You know why you guys are all like upset? Because the Yankees are a losing team. I know more than you, and you guys are hard. You guys can't take it.
Yes, exactly. You know more than me.
Make the playoffs.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Because you guys
I
are
can argue.
clever. Because the Yankees didn't do anything, so you're basically making a comedy show out of it. The joke.
Yeah, but you think they're gonna just hand players to them? Oakland should just hand all their great players to the Yankees for nothing without giving.
Aren't you jealous that the Dodgers have a World Series team? Doesn't that burn you up? Doesn't it make you mad?
No.
You know, it doesn't envy. I don't envy them because we're 27-time champion.
And when was the last time the Yankees? How many of those World Series did you see in your life?
A lot.
Probably none. Yeah,
A lot.
Did you see 27 though? Did you see 10? Did you see 15?
I've been alive since '76, so do the math.
I know. Well, I saw 5, but I didn't see all 27 of them.
All
Stop
right,
with the
that's
27
fine.
ring aspect.
That's fine.
Because I want to win one in this century.
Yeah, but the Dodgers won one. The Mets haven't won since '80.
Since '86.
Yeah, I know, but this is the Yankees, though. You can't compare these teams to the Yankees. The Yankees are a winning franchise. The Mets are not a winning franchise. The Indians are.
You just finished poo-pooing the fact that they had 27.
The Indians.
I said they had 27, but when was the last time they won? They haven't won in a while. I don't care.
All right, the Cleveland Indians haven't won since 1954.
No,
That's the Cleveland Indians.
a lot
All right.
of teams. There's only 3 teams.
They're not the Yankees.
Cardinals, Red Sox, and the Giants.
But they're not winning teams, though. You can't compare losing
That's
teams to
20
winning
years.
teams.
3 teams out of 30 teams. That
But you
really
can't
won.
compare losing teams to winning teams, though.
But they go through droughts. The Dodgers didn't win since '88. The Mets haven't won since '86. The Braves didn't win since '95. You know, you could go back over and over. The Angels since 2002, and that was their first only World Series.
All right, so just because they won the draft doesn't mean the Yankees are. It's okay for the Yankees to go into the draft.
No, nobody wants to go in a drought. But the thing is, that's the trend in baseball. It is difficult to win a World Series. It takes time.
Not one.
They were close in 17, right? They had a good team with.
Everything went downhill from there because you got a stupid owner and stupid
They didn't
GM.
come out with the big hits. They were close with the Astros. Beat them.
I'm
They're
sorry.
Better teams. They lost to better teams.
Okay,
They
so
did.
I
The Yankees are a joke in my book.
Well, if they get Freeman, you'll be happy, right?
I don't know if they're going to do that.
Why not? Yeah, but they have an offer on the table.
Look, if a team is bad and you know they're bad, stop hyping them up that they're good. Just say the Yankees are miserable. They're horrible. They're never going to win. I'll be happy if I hear that.
So I decided to pull up the 2009 Yankees roster, and I was gonna ask myself, okay, which of these guys, and I know Michael, you're grown to hate this word, are superstars, and which one of them are just players that ended up being really good at them. When we look at this roster, the winning roster, the last one in 2009. Yes, the lineup is full with recognizable names. You got Posada, Teixeira, Cano, and Jeter, A-Rod, and David.
Oh,
that
that's
team
not a
won.
homegrown
Hold on,
player.
hold on. Not done yet. Then you got Melky Cabrera. Not a notable name, but he helped. Nick Swisher. Not really a notable name, but he helped. I think mentally, okay. Arguable.
Yeah, I want to say something to Josh Mello. Josh Mello, what are you going to say if the Yankees don't win a World Series in 100 years? Are you still going to say that I'm a spoiled fan? Dumb fucking asshole.
Hey. Right, cool.
I'm sick
Come
of
on.
these stupid fans.
No, you got to be respectful. You can't that now you're crossing the line, Mike. Come on.
Yeah.
We're having a good conversation. Don't my chat member Jose, don't go there. Don't disrespect. They give us the views. Without them, this channel is nothing. So please. I know you're upset. I know you're upset and you're bothered, but please respect the chat. They are very, very important to the program.
These
As well
fans,
as
that's
you.
why everybody hates
But
the Yankees.
but watch, just calm yourself.
Okay, but
with
this
it.
is why people hate Yankee fans. We're the most hated fan base for these
Too
reasons like
sensitive.
this.
It's called opinion. I don't get mad. That's
Do you
it.
think it's irrational that the Yankee fans chant FL Tuve when they're losing a game? Are these fans mentally challenged? Are they retards?
But and Astro because they cheated a lot of.
I know, but you don't chant that when you're losing a game, FL Tuve. The Yankee fans are mentally challenged. They're
They
dumbass.
cheated. A lot of them hate him because he always beats the Yankees. So
They hate us because we're not smart.
Yeah.
We're not intelligent. That's why.
He beats the Yankees.
And the great words of Shrek, Altuve is literally da. Okay?
I met a Tuve. I talked to Tuve today. So
I didn't mean to curse. Sorry, I lost my cool. But I'm tired of these Yankee fans.
Apologize to Jose. Jose's the one that you
I mean,
offended.
he's telling me I'm spoiled. I'm trying to tell him, what if it goes 100 years? Am I still spoiled? Jose, you going to like it if it goes to 100 years? What do you have to say about that?
You think it's too serious, like life or death? Like
I'm
Yeah.
not making life or death, but I want to win. Well, why can't I have a bad
We all want to win. We all want to win.
Of course.
I buy merchandise. I got so much Yankee merchandise. I buy so much Yankee and and I invest in this team. And you're gonna tell me I'm gonna be happy that they're not gonna win? I want them to win. I want to
tell all the other Yankee fans breaking glass. I'm looking at Twitter feeds. People are breaking their TVs and glasses. What do you say about that?
So if they jump off the Brooklyn Bridge, you're gonna jump off of the Brooklyn
No,
Bridge.
but you think I'm crazy? What do you think about them?
Well, that's them. They're not gonna control me because they're going ape crazy. I'm gonna go ape crazy.
Oh, I say boycott the team. I think that's the way.
And you have the right, and you have all the right to boycott and not want to watch. You do. You do. We're not going to.
I mean, have you seen the rants on the radio shows? Everybody was calling in like saying the Yankees are going nowhere. They're a fourth place team. It's not just me. All these fans are upset. So don't tell me that I'm having.
But they're going off last year. That's why.
Well, you're going off of it too. It's the same team. It's the same roster again.
It concerns us. It does. Don't get it wrong. It concerns us, but don't throw us under the bus like we're with you 100%. That we tell you something off air, you come and you throw Pope under the bus, so you throw. Oh, but you just said that behind.
Because he did. He's telling me that the Yankees.
But that's wrong. That's wrong. He's telling you something off air. Behind the scenes, if he wanted that to be shared, I think he would have said that on camera.
I know, but don't say that we're finished and say a different thing on the show.
You have to be objective.
Yeah.
I would love the Yankees to get a Correa, spend.
Whose team
But
would
it
it?
doesn't work that way. I knew it doesn't work that way.
I know, but you're saying that the Yankees are like, you told me last year that this team needed a major rebuild, and now you're saying,
If they weren't going to improve the team, I would rather get young and just get rid of Chapman, get rid of Britton, and just get younger.
they need more than getting rid of Chapman.
And
Britton.
by the way, Chapman and Britton they're still good relievers, especially
Britton is
Chapman.
injured.
I get it. Chapman has his moments where he can blow important games, but it's against good teams.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And he makes a lot of money. That's why
This was a long time to try to goof on me and cheer me up when they made a horrible trade and then they're in a bad way, not in a good mood.
It wasn't a horrible trade. The trade
It was a
fair.
horrible trade.
It was a fair trade.
It was an awful trade. I give it an F. What would you give the Yankees off season right now?
Okay, if you get that,
Incomplete.
What? I would give it an F. Are you kidding me?
If you get that trade at F, dude, you got issues.
It is an F. It's not a great move.
Okay, even if you're the hater of
You know
all
nothing about
hater
me.
Yankee fans,
It's not a good move, man. Josh Donaldson is like
that trade
overrated.
at the very, very least deserves like a C plus.
It's not a good move. What do you think? Josh Donaldson's a great player. They make it like the guy's a Hall of Famer.
But
God, nobody knows
at the
that.
very least, that trade is like a B plus and A minus.
Yeah, but look who they gave up. Just Gio. What did you expect to get for Gio?
I didn't
They
want to
gave
go
Sanchez.
Urshela. I thought that was terrible. Now they're terrible defensively in the infield.
Because they needed a shortstop.
What do you mean terrible?
They didn't get a
defensive midfield?
shortstop. They got a stupid third baseman.
Are you just looking for reasons to fight? What do you mean? Josh Donaldson.
No, I'm not looking at reasons to fight. I'm telling you they're not good.
Waiver kind of
Left
area.
They're not a good team. I can voice my opinion. I'm a freedom of speech. They're not a great team. What do you want me to say? They're a great team?
Luke Voigt so far, which is in your first basin, even he.
It's the same roster as last year. What am I supposed to say? It's a great
Kyle
team.
Legishi. So Donaldson was on your roster last year. So that was IKF.
It's not a great move.
Kyle Gishioka.
I don't
Good
have a
catcher. Good defending catcher.
See, the thing is,
No, Gashioka's terrible, but I don't like
I
what they
don't have
did
a
either.
problem with Falefe, but they have to do more. I don't think it's enough. If they want to beat Blue Jays and White Sox and Astros, they're going to have to do more.
They're not a World Series caliber team, and I'm sick of these fans saying that, oh, well, it's good enough to make the playoffs. I don't want to make the playoffs. I want to win a World Series.
That's what I'm saying, Jose. He's literally a former MVP, so he knows what he's doing.
Well, if Donaldson could do what he did last year, I'll take him over Gary Sanchez if he could do that. Yeah.
If this was the Dodgers fan, let me see if the Dodger fan would be nice. If the Dodgers would like the Yankees right now.
You're acting like you traded for Chris Davis.
Right. Correct.
Yeah. It's a terrible
Correct.
move.
Correct. And listen, if we could get if we get these catchers and we have a better catcher that could help the pitching staff, and we become like maybe the number 1, number 2 best pitching staff in the major leagues, and our offense goes down, I'm okay with it. And we play good defense.
Be prepared. When the Yankees miss the playoffs, I will be on the stream and saying you all that I hate to say I told you so, and you all owe me an apology.
And then you could come and you have your pound of flesh.
Michael, hold on. Michael, even if they do you think your division's easy to win or something?
Yeah, it is.
Oh, what?
It is.
Are you crazy?
It's not that hard.
The Orioles are getting better.
Yes.
Granted, they're still not that good, but they're good.
Right.
They can get it done, especially when John Means is on the mound. The Rays, may I say more? You got the Blue Jays, may I say more? The Red Sox, may I say more?
Yeah, that's
but
we're in a tough. We're
I know, but you're going to come up with all these analogies and say this, that division. I mean, so the Yankees are a poverty team, and we got to accept that the Yankees are this team and just.
What's their payroll? What's their payroll? Poverty team.
Here we go again, the payroll. So we're the Pittsburgh Pirates, right? So you guys, I got answers for you. I'm just blasting you the shit out of you guys, and you can't come up with any good recovery.
You said a poverty team.
I know, but you just got to keep debating with me and saying no, this, that.
So when you face the Red Sox,
can you just tell me that the Yankees suck and they're never going to win? That'll make my night.
Michael, when you face the Red Sox
this year, they're not.
That'll make my night. So why don't you just tell me that? I have the guts to say it.
Hold on, Michael. So by your logic, the Red Sox special on opening day should be a cakewalk.
No, I'm talking about the Yankees that they're not doing anything and they're standing pat. I don't care about the rest of the teams in baseball. I care about this team improving. I don't care.
The Red
but you're
Sox
worrying about the Dodgers, though.
Yeah, because the Dodgers are the best team. Yeah, because the Dodgers are a super team. I love the Dodgers.
Yeah, but you know what happens to the Dodgers? Yes, they got one ring. I get it, but it proves even super teams can get beat in baseball. It even took them a while to win one.
I mean, the Yankee fans are basically what they're doing is they're defending a team that basically the Yankees are like a team that you guys are defending, like is they're mentally challenged. So you have to hold your hand and say, "Well, you guys have to be shortchanged because you're
it's
not
defending them. It's that there's still moves to be made yet. We have the right to reserve and wait. And
yeah, if this was the only moves they made, then I would say yes. But it's still.
Well, then admit it. Then stop putting me down and saying that all these things because it's not true. Everybody's saying that.
But you're not realistic. You can't just have all these guys.
But who says all these guys? One move. How is wanting one thing?
How are they getting Freeman if Freeman don't want to come here?
They're not going to win a World Series. This guy's out of his mind.
Yeah, but you're assuming he wants to come here. You're assuming Correa, they want to give $325.
They're not even close to a World Series. They're 6 pieces away.
They give up all their top prospects. You think it's so easy to make these decisions?
It's the truth, though, because the fans don't listen. You know what I learned? When you know more than everybody else, people don't like that. They can't take it. It's too overwhelming.
The problem with you is you have to look at both sides. At least I look at both sides. What they should do, what I want. But then I have to look at the business side. I have to look at from Cashman's side, the prospects he has, what other teams want from him. You got to look at both sides.
I know, but trading for Josh Donaldson was a dumpster fire.
It wasn't a dumpster fire. I think.
Yo, did we trade for Mike Trout?
And Pope, you said it best. Hold on, I'll answer. Obviously not. But Pope, like you said, you gotta look at it from both sides.
You guys are making like he's a Hall of Famer or something.
Gave up. They gave Gio and Gary.
I don't care that we gave up nothing. We gave up nothing for Stanton. Was that a good move?
Yeah.
Yes, it is.
You wanted the guy out of there. You wanted him gone. You wanted him traded. Now you love him.
But what they give up for? Yeah, well, his contract I don't like.
His contract sucks, but he's still a
But
talented
Michael-
player.
But yeah, now he is. The last 2 years he's been great, but
Hold on.
the beginning wasn't good.
Michael, you're one of the Yankee fans that are like, man, all this team does is like errors. You get better defensively. Now you're like, bats. And then I want superstars.
I don't want superstars. I want the necessary needs to win a World Series. You keep
Well, that's
putting
all.
words in that.
That's the only names you
I
know.
don't. I
apparently.
still don't think whatever they do, they're not going to win a World Series.
If I had to,
At least they could try. At least they
If I
could
had to-
try.
If I had to
At
rate
least they're trying. The
Yankees,
Mets are trying. The Dodgers are trying.
They're better
Either-
on the.
The Dodgers
If I-
actually won a World Series. by the way.
If I had to rate their offseason so
Yankee
far,
fans will see a World Series in their life.
I would give it like a solid C because they
That's
got
what I love and
better
gloat over.
in some aspects, but they're still the same in some aspects too. But
I would,
think
you know,
it's-
sometimes I wish I was a non-Yankee fan.
So be a Met fan.
I want to see what
Yeah.
it's like to be on the opposite.
Meet
I'm gonna
the
be a
Mets.
Dodger-
Cohen, he loves
Greet
to
the
say-
Mets.
I'll be a
Enter
Dodger.
the park and meet the Mets.
I'm gonna be a
Hot
Dodger
dog, green gas, Mike Caputo.
You know what?
Guaranteed to have a happy good day.
I'm gonna
So
be a
the
Dodger
Mets make.
Now
I'll be
thinking
a
about
Dodger
it,
fan.
Michael does sound kind of like a Mets fan because he does want people to spend money. Go ahead, spending money. Go over there.
He has the mentality.
Yeah, at least they were a winning team. The Mets. Yeah.
Don't you wish George Steinbrenner was still alive?
Yeah, I'm a Dodger fan. How you like that? How you think about the Dodgers?
So you're a front runner.
A bandwagon.
At least they're a win. At least they're a winning team. Guess what? They won the World Series.
Yeah, they did.
Oh
When it-
my
there's
God.
When's the Yankees gonna win?
One time in 35 years.
At least it's
Yeah.
better than the Yankees.
And it had to be 60 games.
I'll take 1 in 35 years than the Yankees never winning a World Series. How you like that?
We know they have flaws. They have to improve pitching. They have to improve first. But Freeman
Well,
is,
they had to do all these things. Where's the moves? Where's the move?
Michael,
what did you think? What did you want? What did you want exactly?
I just told you this, and I'm not going to repeat myself again. I
You're
told
not-
you needed.
you're not seeing the bigger picture here, bro.
I am seeing
You got-
the big picture.
you
I
got-
told you repeatedly, and you guys keep repeating yourself like idiots.
You got a decent. Well, you keep repeating yourself. You're like
No, you keep asking me what I want, and I told you what I want, and you keep
Dude,
saying, "What do I
the
want?"
whole
You're not hearing?
league. The whole league is not going to bow to the Yankees. You're not going to get Trout unless he's
We
a
said
free agent
that.
I didn't
now.
say I wanted
Not-
my trade.
You just did. You
He's
said
just making a point. He's making an observation. He's saying, you
Yeah.
want Freeman.
if you want
cost
Freeman
money.
or something, they're going to cost you a lot. And on top of that, your team right now isn't bad. You have a decent team to put out there. They're going to compete. On top of that, you got a decent.
Yeah, and this
top-
guy, no offense, but
Let me say-
Kevin's being
let-
disrespectful.
Hold on, Michael. Let him finish his point.
You
I
Go ahead.
don't
got-
like that being disrespectful.
and you got a decent farm system with a
Just
guy
because I'm
that's
a passionate
possibly
fan.
a guy that's possibly going to be the future face of the franchise, and Jason Dominguez. Does that not say nothing to you as a fan?
He don't want Dominguez. He wants to give up his whole farm and win now.
No, I don't. He stopped saying, "I'm not going to come on the show anymore if we're going to keep fighting like this." Bullshit.
Nobody's
You wanna-
arguing with you.
Yeah, I'm just making a point. That's it. I'm not trying to argue.
Ridiculous over baseball. Grow up. It's just baseball. You guys are making it like it's ransom or something.
No, we're making.
But you,
It's the way you.
I want a World Series team, and you guys could give two craps if the Yankees
But
ever win ever
that's his
again.
point. You don't want to let you don't not going to let you develop your farm. You want to give up all your guys, have more long-term contracts.
I'm not talking about long term. And this guy's being disrespectful in the chat. Oh, Josh, why don't you come on video, you big tough guy, you dumbass? Why don't you come on the
Too sensitive. It's just opinions. People, they want entertainment. It's a little
all these people are muting me. Give me a break.
person.
No, it's not a work. Sorry, it's not wrestling.
You guys are not going to win a World Series. How do you feel about that? Give me your answer to that. No World Series. So what are you going to do now? Cry like a... No World Series.
Yeah, but that's life. Like Frank Sinatra, that's life.
You know what, Kev? Just play that for now when someone says something like, "You son of a."
If I was a Yankee hater right now and I bet money on the Yankees, I'd be a millionaire right now. If I was a Yankee hater and I betted money against the Yankees, I would be a millionaire. How you like that? I'd be a millionaire. You know, one of my friends is a Yankee hater. Guess how much money he has? Just on betting against the Yankees, got $2 million. It's got to be great to be a Yankee hater.
Wow.
You know what I say with that?
Pretty good.
I'm making jokes, and I guess you can't handle the truth.
It hasn't even been that long since you won a World Series.
It's long enough for a Yankee fan. It's long enough.
I told you, he wants a quick fix. He wants Freeman. Give him 7 years,
I mean,
$200 million.
dude, if this is how you feel, dude, I dare you to go be a Guardians fan or something like that, dude.
I want to win. What do you want? What do you want on this team?
Guardians fan want to win. Or why don't you be in my spot as a Rangers fan?
Well, what do you want on the Yankees, Mister Know-It-All?
Okay, if I was a Yankee fan, just get decent pitching, and I think we'll be okay, and we'll go from there.
Yeah, they need more than pitching.
Right now, the defense is looking good. If our hitters can prove they can hit, this team should be good. Good to go.
They need a lot.
And on top of that, like I said, give them like 2 or 3 years. Jason Dominguez is going to be up, probably playing left or center field. And you know this team, Michael, has a lot of potential, and you're just not giving it credit. Your credit's due.
OP guy and the Dominguez are really good, and they turn out to be stars. Then Cashmere was right then.
Yeah.
No for answer, but Mello, like you're not the host of the show. I have my own show, by the way. So why don't you just get off the chat then if you're gonna hate me?
Not to mention, there's people you can trade for, like, you know.
Be respectful, Mike.
He's not being respectful. He's put me down. He's saying that I'm.
Come on.
It's just who cares?
Michael, we're here for the.
This is ridiculous, man. I don't like this. I'm getting like harassed because I have to accept.
Nobody's harassing you. Nobody's.
Yeah,
harassing
it is, man. This isn't fair. I didn't come on here to get like put down.
No one's putting you.
I know, but because I want the Yankees to win the World Series, I look like a Sets fan, like a Rays fan.
No one came on here to be like.
Everybody else is doing the same exact thing I'm doing right now. You're not telling them they're nuts.
So the problem is, I would love to have Freeman. Of course, I would love to have Correa. Who wouldn't?
Again, who wouldn't? Who wouldn't?
Who wouldn't?
Again.
But we have to be realistic here. Their payroll's $220. They have to give Judge an extension. You still got LeMahieu. You still got Voigt. They have to get rid of those contracts. Still got Hicks. You know, shortstop. They got Falefa. So it's not going to be easy. You can't get Correa.
It's Falefa, but yeah.
Yeah, exactly. Maria, thank you. Thank you for supporting me and backing me up. Thank you for that.
But you have to be realistic.
Thank you. Why can't everybody be like Maria on this chat?
You can't just get whatever you want. It's 2 to tango.
Thank you.
Like the Olsen trade.
It takes 2 to tango. Yeah, nice.
They wanted Olsen, and then the Braves had better.
That's another thing, Michael. What are you just going to disrespect Joe like that for what he's done for your organization?
I'm not disrespecting Joe, but that's not the goal right now.
Let me finish. Are you going to disrespect him by not offering that big contract he rightfully?
They're not winning the dynasty with those players. Come on, man. Florio. They never even gave Florio a chance.
So you're not going to save money to give Judge that big contract?
Because that's not the goal. The goal right now is to win a World Series, not keeping Aaron Judge.
So you would let Judge go just to risk it all for transfer for this year?
Oh, I didn't say this year, but if he can't stay healthy this year, I'm not bringing him back. If he's injured the whole year, why would we sign back?
Hold on. Let me talk to John Daniels. Hey, can you wait for Aaron Judge to become a free agent, and hopefully Michael becomes the new GM? Then we can sign him. Thank you.
Oh, that's nice.
Doesn't make any sense. So you're gonna keep a player?
He wants to have Correa and Freeman, and then give Judge extension. He wants all of them. He don't just want one.
I didn't say I want all of them.
Jim Crane or John Daniels, like.
So you're gonna keep Aaron Judge if he gets injured the whole entire season?
Correa gets injured a good amount too.
So does Aaron Judge. Aaron Judge hasn't stayed healthy once in his whole career.
I'm an Astros Rangers fan. I would know. I watch him literally a lot.
I mean, Aaron Judge has stayed healthy twice in his whole career, and you're making like the guy is like what is he? Did he play 160?
That's the thing. We're gonna put all these guys at risk. Freeman. What about they give Freeman 7 years and then he gets injured?
They're all risks, but that's a risk you're willing to take. You got to do it. You want to win a World Series or not?
But then you kill the Yankees for bad signings, Michael. Then you say, "Oh, here's again bad signing." Another this and that.
Bad signing. I could tell you. I could tell you one thing for guarantee that Donaldson's a bad signing. That's definitely going to blow up in your face.
He's done in 2 years. Yeah. And if he doesn't work out this year, he don't go out this year, you make him go away for $25 million.
I don't care. I don't want him on this team.
Michael, you're literally the Lord Farquhar of Yankee fans. Right. Some of you may die.
Did you like Troy Tulowitzki? How'd you like Troy Tulowitzki on this team? How did that work out?
and he was gone, and he came on for
have him on the team because he wanted.
But he came on for a cup of coffee. Didn't work out. See you later.
So that's David Johnson. So you just wanted the guy on board just because he wanted.
By the way, at the time that was a good.
I want to be a Yankee too. Can I come on board for one day?
At the time, that was a good trade, because Troy Tulowitzki was a 30 home run, a 90 to 100 plus RBI guy before he went to the Yankees. So I'll defend that trade. He just happened to be out of his prime while he was a Yankee. That's really it.
Let's be honest. The reason
I don't care about box office. I care about winning a championship. I don't care about revenue and profit.
They don't have payroll flexibility.
The Dodgers do.
They don't have. They don't.
Because they're smart with their money. Do you not get? They're just so smart.
So the Yankees could do the same thing if they want to spend the money. They got to spend.
Hold on. Let Pope finish his thought here. Go ahead, Pope.
They don't have the payroll flexibility, so they can't just add anybody they want. Maybe they didn't give LeMahieu that 6-year contract. Maybe they didn't give Hicks that long-term contract. Maybe they would have extra money to get a Correa or a Freeman. Maybe they didn't, all these bad Severino, coming off injury.
They don't need 2 contracts.
Maybe if they're going to develop and they scouted,
Freddie Freeman,
then they would have guys that made no money on their team right now. Instead of always have to go in after free agents.
Yeah, that's funny, right, Kevin? That's real funny.
Like
I'm asking you.
It's real funny, right? Okay.
You have to think logically.
I am thinking logic. I also have 140 IQ, by the way. So.
Oh yeah. So,
yeah. So how do you think of that?
Oh yeah, the payroll should be $300 million and have no payroll flexibility. That's really.
Can't stand Yankee fans. Yankee fans equal this.
Illuminati.
What are you, AJ Styles?
Oh,
No.
Diamond Dollar Page?
Yeah.
The Diamond Cutter?
Yeah. You catch the drift. Yeah. How come other fan bases humble themselves when they know they're losers? How come Yankee fans don't?
We respect it. Michael is a true fan and he wants to win, but he but you don't look at both sides, how it works, how baseball.
Yeah, I think your intentions are right, Michael, but you don't understand. Like the Pope says that at the end of the day, teams want to feel like it's a 50-50 deal. Like it's.
I understand it, but the Yankees can't come and go every season and let teams pass them by. And let all these teams host them and take players for them. You can't do that. You got to go out there and put together a winning team, and that's it. The Yankees are not a poverty team. What are we, the Pittsburgh Pirates?
Isn't it 2 teams negotiating? So why would everyone help the Yankees out when there's other teams?
Yeah, but the Yankees can't lay in the weeds and let these teams sign other players.
How do you know they didn't have an offer for Olsen? How do you know they didn't have an offer for Freeman?
Yeah, your team's trying, man.
Well,
they are trying.
They're not trying hard enough.
Maybe his preference is to go to Dodgers or Blue Jays.
All right, the preference is the preference, but the Yankees, I don't even think are trying.
How would he? We don't know. We don't work for them. We don't know what Cashman's offers are or what other teams are accepting. He could have offered Peraza for that Olsen, and maybe they wanted Volpe. He didn't want to give a Volpe. The Braves are willing to give Christian Pache. And they did it. They got the number 1 and number 2, and they gave their top prospects. How can you blame Cashman? They gave their top prospects. The Yankees didn't.
Yeah.
Stop praising the other teams all the time.
You can acknowledge when other teams doing decent.
I can acknowledge other teams, but the Yankees are not a smart team. They never want to make big moves. They're always in trouble.
Dominguez and Volpe for.
I didn't say Dominguez and Volpe, but they should trade one of them to get.
But they wanted both.
Okay, Mr. Know-It-All, you were the one that wanted all these changes. So don't sit there and try to be like the innocent man. You wanted all these moves.
Yeah, but you're willing to give.
Don't try to be a phony.
You're willing to give Volpe.
Can't stand people that are two-faced.
You're willing to give Volpe and Peraza for Olsen for 2 years. You only get 2 years of him,
I know, but you were the one that was spamming my phone, blowing my phone up like there was no tomorrow.
And Michael,
I couldn't even get sleep over it, telling me that the Yankees have to get a first baseman, a shortstop, 2 starters, over and over and over. So now you're coming on here acting like a different person, saying, just accept it, Mr. Michael.
I told you what they should have did.
That's called a two-face.
No,
can't stand people like
what
that.
They should do and what in reality, what they should do is 2 different things.
I know, but you can't tell me on texting one thing and then go on the show and then act like a big actor. You want an Academy Award? You want to be like Robert De Niro? You want to act like a different person?
If you want to be an objective journalist, right?
No.
Radio host.
No.
The best podcast,
you're going to be
probably.
biased and only go on the Yankee side and not look at other opinions how a business works and negotiation works. That's the way it works.
I know, but you can't. You have to stick to your guns. If you're telling me that you want the Yankees to make all these moves, you can't change your mind. You're not allowed to do that.
I would like them to get Olsen, but I did say I don't. They're not going to give Opie. I knew they were going to give Opie, and they wanted him, so I'm not really surprised. And Freeman, I want Freeman, but he likes California, and his parents are from.
Oh yeah, Gary, I'm actually have 140 IQ. I think your IQ is about a 10, so I would fall back if I were you.
Oh no! I'm just
Now people are trolling me on you. Hey Kevin, I'm sorry, but if people are gonna come at me, I gotta defend myself. Sorry.
Yeah, no, stop it, guys.
Yeah, they're the ones coming at me now. Well, why don't they come on video, you tough guy? And I want that other idiot Brendan to come on, that losing drunk that says that the Yankees are great. He's the guy that
calm down.
What about you told me, Kevin, you said I could listen, Brendan, wherever you are out there, why don't you come on too, you dumb.
Hey, easy, don't have to. You can bite him, but
right.
don't cross the line,
Right.
man.
Yeah, Gary. What's his name? Gary Retard. Okay, so you're the retard, Gary. Get out of here. You're the one. You're mentally down.
Nice.
Easy. I told you about the chat. Don't go after my chat.
Oh man, don't you just love the fact that baseball's back, people?
Yes, baseball's back.
Well, I can't stand these fans. You know what? I'm just happy to have baseball back. But what about the Yankees, though? What are you gonna do about the Yankees?
Yeah, but that's the thing where it's more things in life than just Yankees. Not every
Okay. Stop making up these stupid analogies. I don't want to hear the dumb analogies again from you. Because you could say that with everybody. Then there's more to life than baseball.
But there's more than Yankees. There's other things that.
I understand there is, but we're talking about the Yankees getting the World Series, and you're talking about you sound like the Bronx Tale. Oh, yes, Mickey Man will pay your rent.
It's true. If the Yankees don't win, is it going to affect your life?
No, but that's common sense. But what we're talking about winning a World Series, that's obviously reality. But what are you going to tell everybody that at the end of the day, it's just a game?
I think I've been saying the last hour and a half the reality of why they don't get Freeman and why they don't get Olsen. Am I telling you why?
Yeah, because the Yankees don't have the balls. That's why.
So
Michael, your team is trying to make moves, but I hope they got to go.
Trying really, they've really been trying the last 12 years.
But they got to go. They got to go against 29 other teams that probably want the same player, and that's a problem.
They've really been trying. They should have had a championship already.
Yeah.
A lot of guys want Freeman and Correa.
Yeah.
It's not just the Yankees. And you don't think Scott Boras wants the most money? Why do you think they're waiting so long?
Yeah, whatever. The Yankees should have had a championship already, at least one already by now. So
they could have.
Sorry.
Maybe 19.
Again, they had a chance, but again, better teams. They run into better teams.
So what are the Yankees? What are we, the Colorado Rockies?
What?
What?
What are we, the Colorado Rockies? Like we're
high IQ. Those are not good comparisons. Comparing a team that never wins a division to a team who wins.
Yeah, I'm making a point. I'm saying the Yankees are a poverty team. They act like they're poor. They're the Colorado Rockies. They don't want to spend money.
Contract. Come on.
So all that money on your team that's poor, man.
They're the Colorado Rockies because in essence they don't want to spend the money, so they're just like the Rockies.
The Rays and
Why did they take on Donaldson's contract if they didn't want
the
Rays. But they don't go the extra mile. They never go the extra mile. Go out and get a guy to put you over the top. I want a play that's going to guarantee you to win a World Series.
Nothing's a guarantee.
If that's poor, the Rays and A's are looking like that. Like I'll take poor every day.
Oh yeah, they're poor. Yeah. You want to talk about poor? The Marlins are poor. Their team never won to.
Yeah, thank you. The Astros and Red Sox own the Yankees. One of the Yankees got to get out of the American League anytime soon.
When they scout, develop, and get contact hitting and more speed, more athleticism.
How about go get pitching? What about pitching? You forgot that. They don't even
know a lot of things.
You know how long it took the Astros to become this good of a team? It took them at least 5 years, dude.
Why do you
scouting?
I know, but the Yankees are a successful franchise. They shouldn't take a backseat to anyone.
Olsen didn't come in because they didn't want to give the top two prospects. Freeman doesn't come in because he wants to go to Dodgers or go to Canada because his parents are from Canada. Well, can you blame the guy? It's
dangerous. Really, seriously, whatever your name is, dangerous. Shut up. Seriously,
there's a lot of factors here.
Shut up.
Like Freeman,
get off the freaking chat. I don't want to see your name on the chat.
Like Freeman might want to go play for the Dodgers. Why? Because he's from California. But he also might want to stay from the Braves because that's where he grew up. Well, essentially.
I
as
said
a baseball player.
that's their decision. What can I do?
Yeah.
Ridiculous harassment. I'm
They
getting
offered Freeman
harassed.
6 years, 180, and he don't go.
Well,
to
because I
Yankees.
want them to win. I'm getting harassed.
Yeah, but how
And
can you blame the Yankees? They didn't. If they don't want to go there,
And also, Michael, you got to understand this. A lot of players don't want to shave their beard. That's another reason why.
That's another. Yeah, good point there.
You think that's true? Some of them really don't want to do that.
All you had to do was agree with me and say the Yankees are flawed. They're 6 pieces away and they're not going to win. And I actually would have been happy. But
We're not saying they're not flawed. But there's still time for. There's still moves left before we say that's there. If they don't,
you said
that's
this
fine.
3 months ago. I know, but you said this before when the lockout was going on. Don't worry, they're going to make moves after the lockout. What happened?
Well,
They didn't do anything.
I
hit it on the nose. I look like a genius. I was the one that predicted they were going to do nothing. So give me all the praise.
They did
I
do
called it.
something. They did do something. That's why no one's
They
going to.
didn't do anything. That didn't count.
all right. Let's say they get Sean Manaea and Anthony Rizzo. Then what would you say?
Yeah, then I'll be a little happy, I guess. Yeah.
A little happier. Man.
What are they going to do at first base?
Top guys. That's why.
So they should get a first baseman. I mean, they need a first baseman.
They will, but they're not. I don't know if they get the Freeman though.
I don't know who they're going to get. I don't know what this team is
I
up
know
to.
what they're gonna do. It's gonna be Freeman or Rizzo. One of them.
I don't want Rizzo.
Well, you can't have everything,
I don't want Rizzo. I said I don't want him.
Well, it's possible.
Yeah, it is harassment because I have my own show on here, and I'm with this guy, and you're telling me that you're calling me a special needs person. Seriously, are you kidding me? Give me a break.
You need a Kroger. Relax.
I mean, these people I actually have one already. By the way, for your information. Speaking of that,
Relax.
I actually have a Kroger. I have an older woman actually. So in your face. By the way, the last time you had sex with me, sex had you. So
Hey, keep
Yeah.
it family. Caputo. They say you're getting Brett Gardner back.
Whatever. Give me a break. These Yankee fans are just butthurt because they're never going to see a World Series in their life. The last time you saw a World Series, you weren't even a thought. Huh?
I loved it. I love entertainment. I don't know. A lot of baseball shows, they don't bring entertainment and comedy.
Well, they're the ones that are starting with me harassing. That's cyberbullying.
I like this.
That's bullying. They're cyberbullying.
You take it too serious. You have to bring some comedy to life.
Yes.
You can't take life too serious.
And if you ask Michael, he's getting baseball bullied.
I mean, you guys started it. I mean, you guys started all because I said I wanted to win a World Series. You're doing this for entertainment purposes. It's really stupid.
Isn't sports entertainment?
I know, but you put me down and bullying me because I want to.
Nobody's putting you down. No one's
You got
putting
no
you down.
life, man. You're putting down a guy that is highly intelligent, and because you don't know anything, so you put me down.
But
Give me a break.
they're highly intelligent. But you understand my point. Freeman has his preference, and Olsen they gave up their 3 top prospects to Braves. So, what could the Yankees do?
I know, but why don't you commiserate? You don't commiserate enough.
The Yankees did what they tried their best. You
guys don't want to commiserate. You don't want to be like miserable that the Yankees are bad, and when that you just want to be too.
Well, if they didn't try and give an offer, then I would be mad. If they didn't give Freeman an offer, didn't at least offer prospects for Olsen to try, then it would be a problem. But when I saw what the Braves gave up, what the Yankees weren't giving up to Mingus and Volpe. Come on.
I'm not a Mets fan. I'm a Yankee fan. I just don't like the direction this team's going. What's the big deal? You like what the Yankees are doing right now? Whoever your name is, stranger, whatever the hell your name is. Are you happy with the Yankees? What they're doing? Are you gonna do jumping jacks?
Mike, are you positive about anything going into next
I'm
year?
positive when the Yankees make the right moves. I was positive when they won the 4-5.
All right, let's start fresh. What did you want? What was your off-season moves?
Yeah, that's right. Let's take a.
I just said I wanted them to. Oh my God! I said I wanted them to sign him a trade for a Manaea or a Frankie Montas. Okay. I wanted them to sign Freeman, and I wanted them to trade for Ketel Marte. Is that too much to ask for?
Okay, Ketel Marte is going to cost a big price.
All right, so
yeah, he is. He's probably going to cost you at least 3 or 4, maybe 5 prospects. Depending.
Oh, and I wanted a catcher. They got their stupid catcher.
That's a lot of stuff you want.
Yankee fans complained about not
because that's what they need.
Defense.
Well, the Mets got all they filled in all their weaknesses every hole.
Now you have good defense and you're still complaining.
They don't have great defense. Who cares about defense?
Who cares about defense? You guys do. Because you complain about it when you lose games.
All right, let's be realistic.
But we need more defense. You need pitching. Pitching wins.
He is a better defender than Torres, right?
Oh yeah.
LeMahieu is good at second. And then first base, I hope they had Freeman, but if not, they had.
I mean, who do they have defensively that's good? I mean, besides the LeMahieu, Urshela's gone, Torres stinks, Voigt stinks, Jonathan's not good.
Falefe will be at short.
Yeah, but
he's at second. I don't see. That's the thing. What if they do get Freeman?
They're not even going to use that backup catcher, Ben, whatever his name is. I can't even pronounce his name. What a dumb name.
What are they going to do with LeMahieu and Torres if they get Freeman? That's the question.
The Torres is going to get traded.
Oh yeah, to who? Where's he going?
For pitching.
Would you trade Torres for Castillo?
Yeah, I would in a heartbeat.
Maybe they'll do that. So that's why you're rushing to judgment. You make like this. It's over. It just started everything.
Yeah.
Let's see what else they do.
It just started. That's what you think. I've heard this the last 4 or 5
Well,
years.
it did. Didn't it? A free agency.
Well, if the Yankees, if this is all they do and they re-sign Rizzo back, don't put me down and say that I was wrong. You got to praise that, okay?
No,
Yeah,
but you-
Can you imagine being Cashman and hearing a show like this and you're like, nothing I do make these fans happy. Like, I'm done.
He already said Yankee fans are spoiled after 12 years. What a joke.
Yeah.
I don't want to see that guy's bald head anywhere. If I see him near where I live, he's going to get kidnapped.
Hey, I give GMs this. They have to stay up late sometimes to get
was that harsh?
done. So I respect them in that realm because they do
Hold
have
on.
to stay up late, negotiate.
Well, Cashman is gonna stop in for a moment.
Go away. Go back to sleep. Why don't you show a picture of can I don't know if you could do it on your computer. Can you put a Cashman clown face on the screen too? 'Cause that's what I would actually like that. Why don't you try to come up with something? Give me a break.
Don't worry, the Yankees are gonna get Freeman, baby. They're gonna get Manaea, they're gonna get Montes, they're gonna get Josh Hader.
Threatening people. First of all, whatever your name is, spell threatening right. When you spell threatening right before you say threatening people.
Oh man, I can't wait. We're gonna beat the Blue Jays, man. So who got the division right now? The
The hell out of here.
You're a high IQ guy, right? The Blue Jays gonna win, right? With all the
Yeah, what's your IQ? What is your IQ? 70?
Hey, Kevin, let's ask the
man.
question. Who's your favorite as of right now? No games have started. We haven't seen the teams completed. We haven't seen no one completed in the American League East. No one's
What's my favorite
as of right
team?
now on paper. I got to take the Blue Jays. I'm sorry.
Yep.
The Dodgers,
Blue Jays.
absolutely.
On paper, the best team is the Rays.
Okay, I agree to disagree, but yeah, okay.
How can you not pick the Dodgers? They're gonna add Freeman.
Oh, we're talking about in your division, or we're talking about all
Just
around?
in the American League East, just the American League East,
Oh,
because
okay,
we'll have other shows to break down the American League and stuff like that.
Okay, that's
I probably have to say the Rays.
No, you ever watch them show in
You know what?
No, you ever watch this show Practical Jokers? You from a Practical Joke?
Yeah, I love that show, Practical Jokers.
Good show.
That's really funny,
Yes.
Kevin. And Kevin, you look like Cuban Link.
I'd rather look like Cuban Link than Meatloaf.
I said that the last time to you on the watch along.
I will do anything for love.
Really funny. What are you gonna
I
say
will
next?
do anything for a Yankee World Series. I won't do that.
Come on the video, buddy, you tough guy. Come on video.
I can actually see it.
Come on the video and try to challenge.
Complaining. I wouldn't surprise if the Yankees made a blockbuster trade. Look at what Seattle did. Jesse Winkler and they get
I
a
will
third
do
baseman.
anything for Freeman, but I won't do
that. I won't trade that.
But I love how he says the Yankees are cheap. But if they're willing to offer 6 years, 180 for Freeman, are they cheap then?
No, I don't. Why don't you come on the video instead of being a keyboard warrior? Come on video and face me like a real man.
Hold on. Let the Pope finish his.
Why don't these people come on video? They're all typing me. Why don't they come on video?
Yeah, but let's say by tomorrow, let's say Freeman goes to the Dodgers, the Blue Jays, and then they say Yankees offered him 6 years, 180, and he didn't go there. Are you going to say they're cheap?
No, I didn't say they probably did offer him something, but they didn't do enough.
But what about it wasn't his preference to go to the Yankees? He wanted to go to LA or Blue Jays.
Well, that's different. If he wants to go there, then that's okay.
So how can you say the Yankees are not doing what they have to? They have offers. Everybody you wanted.
I mean, they didn't offer Correa. I know, but they're not offering them enough.
But
I mean,
you did Correa's worth $325 million.
No, not that, but I don't know if the price is
The
going to come
Yankees are
down. But
saying too. They don't want another 10-year deal with another long-term contract. And Scott Boras as his agent, that's the reason why they don't want Correa. And then Volpe, if they get Correa, that means they're giving up on Volpe and Peraza. That's the reason why they.
yeah, and Kevin, not pleased with your subscribers put me down. I don't appreciate that.
They subscribe. They have their own opinion.
And no, but you don't do that. That's harassment. Sorry.
They have opinion.
They're putting me down because of baseball. They need to get a life.
Well, that's United States of America, right? Freedom of speech, right?
No, but you don't put someone down and make fun of them for that because I want the Yankees to win. That's
We all want to win a championship. We all want to be.
That's no reason to attack somebody. I can report that.
Nobody's.
Man, what team goes into the year like, man, I really feel like losing? like for real.
You don't do that. This is supposed to be a show to get along. You don't stop people down
because
and
they
make fun of
think you want every. They think you want every.
No. You don't attack people. It's supposed to be a friendly show. It's not supposed to be a show
I don't
to make fun of people.
Read the comments here. I don't really see that many. He just
Yeah, he did. He put me down.
No, I'm
You don't do that. I won't ever come on the show ever again. Now.
You know why? They see the way you talk, very negative, you're not happy about
Why should I be happy? They never made any big moves.
You can't even name me one thing you're happy about for this year's team, and I can name you at least.
What do you mean? They haven't done anything great. You must be like, well,
let's give them time.
I'm not even a Yankees fan. That's the sad part.
Why do I have to be happy about Josh Donaldson? Nobody's happy about this one, man. Come on, grow up. You guys are living in the stupid Neverland.
You guys got a bona fide ace. I'm happy about your defense, and on top of that, you guys got a good 1 through 4 order.
What have they done? But it's the same exact team again.
That's 3, just off the top of my head.
All right, we're going in circles with this here.
It's the same roster again, man.
Go on.
All right.
Let's talk about teams that improve. Blue Jays improve.
Yes.
The Dodgers improved. The Mariners improved. Texas improved. All these young teams are improving, and they're going to make the playoffs. But then the Yankees, they had Rizzo. They're getting older. But, the Red Sox still got question marks in their rotation. Tampa. What did Tampa do? A lot of teams in the division, did they make any moves to improve?
No.
Besides the Blue Jays?
No.
What did the Yankees do to improve?
Well, they shortstop is better. They don't have Torres. They don't have Gary Sanchez.
They didn't make improvements, though. They don't count.
All right. We'll talk about the other team. We'll talk the Yankees already. Let's see what's going on around the league, around the American League. White Sox they improve slightly. They're improving.
Yeah.
They're always going to be a little bit suspect though, because they're in the AL Central, which, let's be honest, they just get beat up upon in the playoffs. So
correct. Correct. Because the Guardians, I don't think is ready to win. They're not ready to win. Neither Detroit might be a surprise. Detroit might be a surprise team.
No, they're not.
They might overachieve a little bit.
They have some good pieces, but let's be real. They're not winning anytime soon, though. It's going to take them another couple of years.
Well, Texas and Seattle could be ready to win now.
That's another team.
Seattle, yeah, they picked some good pieces.
Because it looks like, because of course Oakland is going in a fire sale. I will call the Guardians to see if Beaver's available. What it will take. Just touch, make a couple calls if you're Cashman, see what's available, what's the asking price or what.
People like Bieber and Ramirez, they're going to cost you Jason Dominguez.
Okay.
They want to do it for Olsen. Are they going to do it for them?
Well, if you're getting Bieber, that's you put that 1-2 combination, Pope. 1-2 with Cole Beaver. If you lose Dominguez, I'm not saying that let's do it, but it could be.
But
man.
I don't think the Indians would do it right now.
You're right. Yeah.
Not gonna do it.
But if that was let's speak hypotheticals, which is we're doing here anyway. If they were to say, we're intrigued. What can you sweeten the pot? Now, if you're the Yankees, if you're the GM, are you entertaining?
If they throw in Jose Ramirez with Shane Bieber, that's a blockbuster trade. Shane Bieber.
Right. And it's
You're
going to
have to
you,
give up the moon for that to happen.
Right. You're talking about Torres, Velope,
Jason's going in
Dominguez, maybe Luis Hill, and
Volpe's going on that deal too.
For those two guys, maybe I would do something like that, like give up my top for 2 of them.
Yeah, and then you're talking about World Series aspiration because you got a good pitching staff there. You got Ramirez at third.
The Yankees are too far away from that, though.
But here's a question though, just hypothetically, if you guys did get Ramirez, then that means there's no way you guys are going after Freeman or all that, because then you have the whole thing of like, okay, well now you got LeMahieu and Donaldson. Probably Donaldson at first.
No, it's not gonna happen because of those moves already happened earlier. We're just saying if that was available on the table.
I was gonna give up top prospects. I probably would do it towards those two or someone like that in a package, not just for one guy. That's why I'm surprised the Braves gave up so much just for Olsen. They could have just got Freeman back.
Well, Olsen's a top 10, arguably top 5 first baseman, so
but they did give their top 2 prospects. You know, it's a lot they gave up. That Christian Pache, he could be good. You know, they gave up a lot. The Yankees didn't want to give up Volpe. Who knows? Maybe Volpe will be a future star.
Everybody that I talk to, all Yankee fans are upset. They're actually more upset than you think.
Because they all want stars like you, of course.
No, they don't. Why do you keep saying superstars? We want talented players to make the Yankees win. Why do you keep going back to
but that means they want to give up their farm.
So what's wrong with that? A winning team wants to win.
A lot of fans don't want to give up Volpe. I talk to.
Well, I don't like Volpe. How do you like that?
You ever see him?
I don't think he's going to be a superstar.
How do you know? Don't you want to give young guys a chance? You were complaining, they don't give guys.
My circle isn't small. Do you even have any friends, wherever you are, Harry? Did you ever get laid in your life?
All right, don't worry about the chat. Let's just focus.
These chat people, I never got attacked like this on chat like this. Never. This is ridiculous. I'm always respected.
A politician. What about celebrities? What they write on Twitter to these celebrities?
Well, these people are talking on the chat. Why don't they come on video and try to talk like?
Why don't you come here, tough guy?
Too thin skin. You have to brush it.
I'm not thin skin. They're thin skin because obviously they don't like that I'm putting the Yankees down. So it's making them upset because they don't like that I'm bashing the Yankees. So they have to say that I'm
Mm-hmm.
wrong and saying all these things. Why can't they just be like normal people and stop acting like?
I agree. I agree with Michael.
Because I won't do the show anymore.
I agree, Michael. They could be a lot more polite, but at the same time, they're still the fan.
Fun of me.
More positive.
You don't do that on shows. You're supposed to conduct a civil show.
But Michael, like I can agree with you. I bet even you can agree with the moral of what's going on here. Like you don't seem like a fan or anything like that. So
I'm a Yankee fan. I'm a passionate fan. Any fan that rants like that, everyone does. You think I'm the only fan that goes over the edge like that?
But I think here's an interesting question though, Kev.
Yes.
Do you feel like a lot of people are going to be scared of the Mets this year? I know it sounds like a stupid question, but you know what? I'll phrase it this way: do you think if the Yankees face the Mets, they're going to be really scared of them this season?
No. Granted, they got Scherzer, they got DeGrom,
Marte, Canna,
Nah, I don't think so. Because I don't. No.
They got Walker, Chris Bassett now.
That's fine. They're good, but baseball's baseball. You play fundamentals. Anyone could be beat. It's the thing. Baseball's baseball.
Yep.
Do you think the Yankees got? Sorry, Pope. Go ahead.
Scherzer, you had all these guys. It's not a guarantee you're going to win anything. You could have injuries. What about Scherzer? You wanted Scherzer so bad, Caputo. $45 million. What about if he gets injured? He's out the whole year. Then you're screwed. You sacrifice all that money for one guy, and then
not only that, he left off with his arm. Remember, Pope, his arm in the playoffs. He had a dead arm.
That was Dave Roberts' fault, though, for over managing him.
And he has back problems, like I do. A history of back problems too. Correa got a history of back problems.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So, it's a risk. All these signings are risk, but I don't mind doing one risk. If they got Freeman, okay, Freeman, take a risk, sign him. They need a first baseman, and they do have an offer for Freeman. So I hope.
Let me ask you this, Pope.
Blue Jays, it's going to be pretty tough on Twitter. I know the Yankee fans. If he goes to the Blue Jays, they're going to say, "Oh, I'm not watching this team." Right, Caputo? They're going to say that, right?
Who's not watching what team?
If the Blue Jays get Freeman, the Yankee fans are not even going to watch that team.
I'm not watching them now. Yeah, I'm not going to watch it. You're going to watch if Freeman goes to the Blue Jays? Unless you're an intelligent person or not, are you going to still be confident the Yankees are going to win this year?
You got to support your team, man.
No, I don't have to support them. I only support winning.
You called yourself a super passionate fan. A super passionate fan watches their team almost no matter what.
No, I don't do that till death do us part. I don't do that.
Then don't call yourself a loyal, passionate Yankee fan, though.
I am a fan, but are you going to still be a fan But what if Mike Trout went to the Red Sox or a big name went over there? I'm not supporting my team.
Listen. I listen. Me as an Astros fan, and not only that, but even as an Rangers fan. But I'll say this though, because they went through obviously the biggest situation. I went through the cheating scandal with the Astros, and I went through the whole rebuilding process. And you know what? I stuck by them. I will still watch the game. I support them. I back them up. Same with the Rangers. Yeah, they lost the World Series when they could have won it off of a really sad play. They even sent me to the hospital. I know, funny story and all that. But I stuck by them. I support them. I love my team. And you know what? At the end of the day, when you do get that chip again, it's going to feel so much more satisfying. Trust me. You're going to feel like the world has just been lifted off your shoulders. Like, trust me, I still remember that play when I got to see my first one, when it's like, and Altuve to Gurriel, and and the Astros are your World Series champions. And I bet you can't wait to hear that happen again with the Yankees. And then at the end, dun, 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 all that again.
I tried to do that 2 years ago when in Astros says, the Yankees win.
Yeah.
If they win, if that ever happens.
Moral of the story is, man, you stick by your team no matter what happens. If you're a loyal,
tell that to Orioles fans. Yeah. Orioles fans don't even.
But they are. We don't worry about them.
What do you mean? Don't worry about them. They don't go to games.
Then don't worry about it.
So then why can't I not be a Yankee fan then?
He'll watch them. There's no way he's not watching them. There's no way.
I mean, you say that you got to be loyal, but we'll tell that to Marlins fans. Tell that to Orioles fans.
You're not a Marlins fan. You're not an Orioles fan. You're a Yankees fan.
Yeah, but I'm saying their fans gave up on their team.
Stop worrying about their team. That's
because I'm trying to say that every fan base is allowed to give up on
their team. They don't have a high payroll, so you don't expect them to.
What do you mean? What are you trying to say? That the Yankees fans are not supposed to give up, and Orioles fans can, like they're allowed to?
It's true. You're a Yankee fan. You stick with the Yankees.
Yeah, but the Orioles fans don't stick by their team.
What you're saying makes no sense.
The Yankees are not a winning team. They're just like
they are a winning team.
No, they're not.
They just happen to be in a really competitive division.
They haven't won in 12 years. Mike Francesa said they haven't been special in 12 years.
If you put the Yankees in the AL Central, they're kicking butt. And they're making playoffs every year.
Mike Francesa said that the Yankees haven't been.
I don't care what Mike Francesa says.
Oh, that's what he says. He's a legend.
I know he is, but I don't care. Bottom line is,
Open Sports has been saying this for the last 5 years with the Yankees. But it is what it is. You got to live your life. The Yankees are going to affect my life. They don't get Freeman. I'm going to commit suicide. They don't get Olsen in a trade. They're trying to prospect hug. They don't.
All you've been doing is making fun of me in the chat the whole entire time. So
bottom line is, Michael, if you look at the Yankees team, not only are they not done, but there's a lot of.
I don't appreciate it.
There's a lot of promise, my dude, and they're not done yet.
Yeah, I think they are done.
They sign Freeman, then he'll be happy.
I don't know if that's gonna happen.
We're gonna have to get a birthday cake that says Freeman on and a Correa on
it. yes. When they do that, we're gonna make a live stream with a Carvel cake for Michael.
Yeah.
I mean, you guys make a joke out of it, but aren't you gonna be happy if they sign Freeman?
I can't control what cash. I don't run the team. I don't have the money. Am I on the
payroll? Pope, it's your fault. You're the secret owner. It's your fault. Go get Freeman.
Yeah, I can't get anybody he wants.
Oh, we got some Yankee news. Let me see. Oh no, it's not. Never mind.
I just wish they just signed him right now, Freeman. Then he'll finally all this nonsense. He'll say, "Oh, they did what they were supposed to do."
Yeah. I'm not impressed.
No, I'm gonna be happy, but they have to show it. Put your money where your mouth is.
Actually, you know what, Michael? You just said the key word right there. They have to show it. So even if they do sign Freeman for whatever the contract is, he still has to show up. What makes you think he's going to play in the bright lights of New York? Not saying he can't, but you never know with free agents.
Was that from Freeman?
Changing locations hasn't always worked for other players. Look up Ellsbury. Oh man,
Ellsbury was a pro.
That's what I'm saying. When
Ellsbury wasn't even a great player.
Yeah. When Ellsbury came in, oh man, everyone was like, he's gonna always hit 30 bombs, probably still 20 bases. He's gonna be a mega star now. He's probably gonna be even a potential Hall of Famer. Look what happened. Even if you sign a superstar, there's no guarantee they're gonna deliver, especially in the bright lights in New York. You got to think about you got to think about that too.
Yeah,
You just said the key word, man. They got to deliver.
personality. Can their personality can create handle New York? Can all these guys they bring up? You don't know. Everybody's different. Freeman, I don't know if he can handle New York. He's in Georgia for 10 years. Is it that much pressure in Georgia?
No. They don't
Yeah,
have
but
a
New
media.
York,
They
you're
don't.
comparing Georgia
They,
to New York.
they don't. Atlanta doesn't have media based on media like New York does.
Correct.
Atlanta's a lot more calm, more like homegrown. Like, yay, we love our team, And then New York's like, with the media right up in your face, like, so how do you feel about the Taste game? Oh well, I think we did okay or whatever. Whatever they say, they're literally right in your face all the time.
Yeah, well, that's like the chat.
Yeah.
You can handle the media. See, if you're a sports athlete and they're writing on this, you're going to read everything in the newspapers and you're sensitive. You can't listen to everything people write.
No. You don't. No. You go crazy. You go nuts.
Yeah.
You go nuts. You go nuts. You gotta. You let it. It doesn't apply. Let it fly.
Exactly.
That's plain and simple.
Well, Yankee fans don't treat other Yankee fans nice. That's for a fact. And they're also mean to their own fan base. They spit on them. They throw them over the railing. So I don't. And they spit on Cliff Lee's wife. So real nice Yankee fans, right? I want to bring up some history. Did you think it was nice that the Yankee fans spit on Cliff Lee's wife?
As an Astros fan, I didn't like the fact that they were doing stuff to my Astros when they were throwing stuff on field. Just last year, they threw something at Verdugo or whatever. It was something like that.
Yeah, they also said that Zach Greinke has mental problems.
But that doesn't bug me. Why? Because I want my players to think about winning, not what the fans are doing or what they think. When I saw Zach Greinke and Martin Mulatto just talking and walking across Yankee Stadium, I was like, there you go, boys. Focus on winning. Who cares what these people think? That's what kind of mentality you have to have as a Yankee fan. Ignore the fans. Yes, I get it. Appreciate them. Sign autographs for the game. Do that.
Yeah, and you know what they call Zach Greinke?
Hold on. But when it's time to play the game, though, focus on just winning.
Correct.
Yeah.
That's what they want. That's what you want. You want them to be focused.
Yeah, I'll never
forget about all the other nonsense. That's all it is. It's all
their
nonsense.
fan base is not a classy organization because they called Zach Greinke. They called him a retard. I mean, you don't talk like that. That's what you guys are doing to me right now. You put me down. I'm a Yankee fan. So you guys do the same thing.
No one here in the chat is. No one here in the panel is putting you down.
Oh no, they are in the chat. These people, your subscribers, they're animals. They should be 86th.
Yes.
Just
No, the reason is because they say the way you talk, you're always negative, always not happy.
No, it's because I know more than them, and they're jealous. They're jealous people. Yeah, because I know more. When you know more than somebody else, how come you never do videos with Joe's
You
McFly?
watch the Popa Sports videos. Don't unrealistic. I try to be open-minded. Why they didn't do this? What they should do. You gotta look at both sides. You can't just be biased. Are you biased? You only one track mind. You only think one way. You have to think both ways. It's like being a host of a show. You have to look at both sides. Know about other teams. You can't just talk about Yankees all day long. You have to be about other aspects.
See, Kevin, sorry, but
Yes, sir.
he called me again. He called me a retard. See, I don't appreciate that. I have 140 IQ, so
Hey, no, yeah, we are. I'm gonna then I'll start blocking if it gets. offensive.
Please
That's
block
all.
these people. They're trolls. They're not
All
even a
right,
fan of
all
the
right,
show.
okay, all right.
Because that's not. You don't do that. That's disrespectful. I don't appreciate that.
All right, but you're feeding into it though. Don't feed into it. Ignore it.
I know, but if they like the show and they like the content and they like me and you, they shouldn't be calling me that. That's not. You don't do that stuff. That's wrong.
Right.
I take offense because I'm an intelligent person and I don't like that. So you don't do that. You think it's funny, but whatever.
Just sign Freeman already. Make everyone happy.
Oh,
Yes.
There's a few minor league signings.
Here we go. Talk to us, Heel. What we have?
The Tigers signed Chase Anderson and Ryan Lavarnway.
Okay.
That's something for the show.
Chase Anderson, former Brewer. Remember him?
Yeah.
I remember him. Any other signings? Anything with Conforto?
Not yet. Not yet. All I know is the Astros started a watch party for Correa because there was news last night that he might sign within the next 24 hours. So
I saw Tuve. I saw Tuve today, and he said they should have signed them months ago. So
yeah. So I don't know if that's still true. I don't know what's happening with Correa right now. Maybe he will sign before.
He wants a certain amount of years and
Yeah.
money, and I
Right.
guess
Yeah.
the Astros don't want to give it to him. I'm surprised the
Yeah.
Cubs. I heard they were interested. The Yankees could easily do it. They just want to, if they wanted to, but they don't want to do it. They have.
Yeah.
What the Yankees are doing is I think they're playing a game of chicken, or letting the competition, the numbers of teams bow out, make their moves, and if they're still out there, well, here's the money here. You want to take it? Come here, then you come. You know, I think that's what the Yankees are doing. So we will see if Also, they were talking about story was Minnesota.
Yeah.
They were touching base with that, trying to. That'd be interesting there. We get all.
Sonny Gray, Trevor Story, Gio Urshela, and then Gary Sanchez.
And then you also have, remember, you still got Sano,
Yeah.
Buxton at center field. That's not bad.
Yeah.
Oh,
And
and here's a center field that kept Maxi Kimbler.
Kepler.
Yeah, they could get him for center field.
Don't forget about Alex Kurloff. He's a good
they
young
got-
player.
Yeah, there's a lot of guys they can.
Let me ask you something, Pope and Heel, and what's the chance? Do you think there's an opportunity you could price Salvador Perez behind the plate from Kansas City?
Nah.
And
No?
no, because I
More
mean,
money.
you would have to offer a good package for him because
Okay.
you're talking about you're talking about a
But
top
he's
5
getting
catcher.
older. He's 30 years old now, so.
That's and that's why I thought maybe that's why you might get something for him.
Well,
You might be able to pry him out because of the age.
They could
You
always
know,
look at the Contreras. What about that Sean Murphy in Oakland? Everyone says maybe they should just get Sean Murphy in Oakland.
hey, if you could bring him with one of the pitchers, you got the battery mate there. Which you bring him in. You started off strong with bringing the pitcher and battery mate to the Yankees. You don't have to worry about the adjustment. They have a tendency to work with one another. Who knows with that? Yeah, well, it'd be interesting to see there, guys. So we'll have a lot more there to break down. Let's see. Let me refresh before we say good night. Make sure.
Yeah, I didn't really have such a good time on the show
And,
tonight.
and, he, and he said something really important there, Kev. There's always these teams that want to play chicken, just like what the Nationals did to Nelson Cruz. Remember, we had a report that said the Dodgers and Padres were the last remaining contenders in the Nelson Cruz market. Look what happened. The Nationals came in, they were like, scoop. Now we got Cruz.
Yeah, see that coming.
No.
Yeah.
No, you could probably. That's why when Heel said he won't be surprised if Correa ends up in the Marlins.
Nah, the Marlins
I know, but you never. But you know what? That kind of move, like out of nowhere.
and the Cubs, I can
But-
see. I can see that.
Cubs don't want to
but-
spend money though.
But
They're not
Pope,
ready to.
you got to give me this though. There are those teams out there that are like, you know what? If we start with a good young leader, that's the first key piece to building a World Series contender.
And they have a lot of pitching.
And let's be real, the Marlins this offseason,
Correa with the Tigers. I always thought the Tigers because AJ Hinch and Baez.
I think that's why they went to Baez because they kind of were slightly giving up on Correa.
Yeah,
But anyway,
yeah.
point is, the Marlins have shown when they want to spend money, they can spend money. And look what they did with Stanton. Yes, they give you guys a contract, but still, they can spend money when they want to.
That was the old manager with that Jeffrey Orr.
It doesn't matter. Point is, they can still spend money. So if they really want to, they can go out there, get Correa, play chicken, get him last second.
That was why Jeter left. They didn't want to spend money, and he
Yeah.
wanted to win. They got young pitching. They didn't want to do it. So
Well,
that's-
Jeter was a weird owner because he did trade away a lot of winning pieces to try to rebuild, and I just think that whole thing ended up being a mess anyway. Like,
they weren't going to spend money. And who wants to go to the Marlins anyway? What free agent? They want to go to a winning team.
they have a decent team. They have good pitching. They have a
pitching,
decent.
but-
They have decent hitting. They signed Avisel Garcia, if I'm not mistaken.
Well, I'm seeing them Friday. We'll see how good they are. I'm going to be recording.
Like I'm not saying they're going to win their division or anything like that, but they are a team that can surprise a lot of people out there. They're going to win probably a good 70, 75 games this year.
Well, they're pitching. That's why.
Probably even 80.
Yeah, but they don't have I don't think they have enough offense in their bullpen, to improve.
Oh yeah, they got some work to be done, but don't be surprised if a team comes out of nowhere in the Correa sweepstakes and says, you know what, let's just go after him, and because we think we can make a better offer, and then there we go, surprise, surprise, it's this team that no one expected.
Any news on Freeman? Is he going to go to Dodgers, Yankees, or?
For the last thing I heard about Freeman was obviously the last three remaining contenders are the Braves, the Dodgers, and the Yankees.
But
That's-
now Olsen's went to the Braves, so now it's
Yeah.
the Dodgers, Blue Jays, Yankees now, right?
The Braves are completely out because they got Olsen, so it's just Yankees and Blue Jays, I guess.
Well, remember that now there's
Oh,
a
yeah.
there's a designated hitter.
Oh yeah, and the Blue Jays hopped on the sweepstakes of I think Freeman too. Yeah.
Yeah, I'm surprised
Yeah.
that the Blue Jays want him. They have they have enough hitting.
They have Guerrero at first. I mean, unless they put him with the designated hitter,
What-
it's like
Yeah.
That would be, oh my God. Wow. They would have a crazy lineup: Guerrero, Freeman, Bijan.
I know.
balance, imbalance.
Is George
Yeah.
Springer. Oh my God.
Yeah,
They-
that team's arguably winning the division.
Oh, they have the best. They would have the best lineup in baseball.
Dodgers say hi again.
I see the Dodgers still do.
Well, if Freeman goes to the Blue Jays, they're easily a top 2.
Now remember though, I don't know if you know this, but Freddie Freeman is part Canadian because his mother and father have a Canadian citizenship. So I think he considers himself more Canadian, even though he grew up in California.
Oh,
The World Baseball Classic on the Canadian
And-
team.
Yeah, so
Let's not-
I don't know whether he considers himself an American or Canadian.
yeah, both obviously, but let's not forget though, Freddie Freeman can play third base. So who's to say a team doesn't sneak up and get him to play third base?
Yeah, you
He
get
won't move.
No, if they get Freeman, they're gonna put Freeman at first and Guerrero DH. Or,
Yeah, I'm just saying you got to look out for that kind of stuff because that can be the big difference maker for knowing what teams are going to go after him.
See, isn't it nice to have a low payroll and have young developing players? Then you can afford all these good players.
Yeah, but the Dodgers don't have a low payroll; they have a high payroll.
Yeah, but they developed a lot of their players. That
I know, but the Yankees. See, you always talk about developing, but we're never going to develop. We never.
Aren't we doing that now?
I know, but the Yankees were never known for that. Back look in the
Now
'70s.
they are. Now they have to.
The Yankees just took on Donaldson's contract. That's a lot of money.
Yeah, but he's not good. It was the wrong move.
Oh my God, here we go again.
But he isn't.
All right. We're going in circles. So
I know.
But he did have a good year, and he played good.
Stop praising. I don't know how you could praise. It's like praising Miguel Cabrera at the end of his
look
career.
at
Man.
Donaldson's
Come on.
numbers.
Okay, Miguel Cabrera is number one. He's in.
I know, but he's old though. I don't want guys that are old and washed up. He's washed up. Cabrera.
I'm just gonna tell you this. Number one, don't disrespect one of the greatest of all time.
I understand he's great, but
Number two, Miguel Cabrera has always been more of a contact hitter. And
Yeah, I know.
number three, he's in a pitcher's ballpark. Let's not forget about that.
yeah, but I'm just trying to make a point. If we got Albert Pujols, would you praise that move? I mean, it's the same exact equivalence.
Pujols right now is
Getting Pujols compared to Donaldson, don't compare
Donaldson put
that.
up 26 home runs. And
I understand, but these are old guys that are at past their prime.
You're
Donaldson-
making like he's like really can't hit the way you're talking.
Yeah, I think he can't hit.
You know,
you know?
I'm just, you know what? This is all I'm going to say to Michael. You really don't do your scouting, do you? You don't.
I don't
really
care
look
about
at stats
scouting.
or
It's
anything.
all about winning.
You know,
That's all I'm going to say. That's all I'm going to say.
You compare the numbers. You know, it's he had a better year than Giroux last year, Donaldson.
yeah.
Yeah, I know, but you can't just go by scouting and developing and farm systems. It's
You
not all
have
about
to.
that.
You have to. You can't
We-
win a baseball. unless
we
you-
I know,
shall
but the
see.
Dodgers. Yeah, but the Yankees are not going to win with developing and farm system. They're
They
going to win
have
with
to.
buying.
don't win.
They have before.
Well, 2009. What happened in 2009? They bought it.
No, but they had development. Cano.
I know, but that was years before that part.
Peter
years
came
before
from
they developed.
Peter came from your own farm.
I know, but what do you think you're just going to do? Develop and just win?
You have to do both.
You need to do
Scouting,
both.
development, and then once you can develop young players like Dominguez, Volpe, then you can spend because then you have guys who make no money, and then you pitching.
Yeah, I know, but the Yankees can't. I know, but the Yankees don't work that way. They don't. They
You
don't
have
do
to.
it.
You can't win unless.
Well,
you
all the teams that won a World Series didn't develop. They
Yes,
bought it.
Yes,
No,
we
they
Yes,
did.
they
Dodgers
did.
bought it.
Yes, they did.
They all did.
Yes,
No,
they
they
did.
They
The
all
Dodgers
did.
Again.
bought it, man.
Dude, you don't
The
know how
Dodgers-
baseball
look at
works,
the
dude.
Muncie, wasn't that a trade? Muncie, Seattle. They got.
Yeah, but the Yankees don't have a good farm system. They're ranked 18th.
Dude, you don't know how baseball works. You really
I
don't.
know, but I do know how it works. I've been watching it since 1995.
I don't care how long you've
You
been
say watch
watching.
on
You
the-
don't
Well,
know.
you don't know more than I do, so
I do.
I don't think so.
I do. You know what? You put me against you somehow to run a system. My team's going to be way better than yours.
I don't care, but your team cheated, bro. Your team
No,
actually cheated.
I'm not talking about like just our favorite teams.
Yeah,
I'm
you
talking
actually
about-
cheated 4 years in a row, so don't even go there.
All right, guys. So we'll wrap it up here. We'll leave this edition here
Never ends.
because it had its ups and downs. It was what a roller coaster ride. Oof.
Yeah,
I'm gonna need a
really
I'm gonna need a
shit.
shower after this.
You know what? I'm gonna end this like this, and I know this isn't exactly it, but I'll just go do it anyway.
Here we go. Let's see.
Whatever, fans just can't admit the truth. They don't want to admit
Dangerous laughed his butt off. Icy Blue, thank you for joining us. Laughed Maria.
Real nice
Cynical.
stream when they were attacking me and bullying me. Whatever.
Well, don't worry. When you get Freeman, then you can throw it in their faces, right?
Exactly. You say
No,
I
I
was
can
right,
throw it
and
in
then when
there.
and whatever you said was correct, you could come on here like the
No, I'm
Wiz and
gonna
go,
throw
I
it in
was
their
right.
face.
I was right. Mhm.
Yeah, I'm gonna throw it in your face when they miss the playoffs, and you gotta apologize for that.
That's it. Then everybody will.
Playoffs with a 12-team
Oh, yeah.
format. That's pretty big.
You gotta say everything I was right about. So, you guys, I don't know why was it really worth it to say that I was wrong about Donaldson? Because the Yankees aren't winning a World Series this year. So you can say sorry
And
now.
he doesn't move. I understand. He doesn't move the needle. He's not going to give us a World
I know.
Series, but
What's his-
but
why
for
you
what?
pumping
But
this
he's
team up?
solid.
So why are you
Not
pumping
pump-
this team up?
It's not pumping it. It's you got to have some. You can't be coming. What you want us to come here and say for an hour for almost 2 hours and a half? This team stinks. This is bad.
No, I don't want you to be doom and gloom, but they're not a
No,
World Series.
exactly. That's why. And then we have no one watching.
The chats.
Cynical, salute, man. Thank you, Cynical.
I know, but I don't want it to be like you're putting the Yankees on a pedestal.
When you talk about Yankees, you got to be half and half like me. You got to be real.
Oh, give me a break. You're the biggest two-faced phony. You told me the Yankees weren't going anywhere. He behind closed doors, he just said they suck and they're never going to win.
I'll- I'll just use this because I can't find what I originally wanted to, but I'll just use this.
One thing I can't stand is a hypocrite.
We got a World Series trophy. Where's yours?
Here with the participation trophy.
Nah, it's a World Series trophy. By the way, we've also been to 3. By the way, in the last 5, 10 years or so. Where's your World Series appearances? Oh, that's right. We keep eliminating you. So
You also cheated, by the way. So
go cry me a river.
that's not even a real trophy, by the way. That's fake. So
no, really.
that's a cup.
No, really.
No.
I thought I owned the real one. Wow.
Yeah, okay.
Good,
Why don't you try to win? Why don't you try to win fair for once?
good job. Good job. 100.
But it did. The
Yeah.
last years they didn't cheat. I don't think.
Yeah, really. The actual fans are really loved. They're the most hated team in baseball right now.
Again, call me when you get one of these. Okay, that you want
Okay.
so badly.
Yeah,
It's
sure.
called developing, knowing when to sign, fill what holes you need, and
We don't have a good farm system. Every team doesn't have a great farm system.
Everybody thinks the Yankees farm system is good now. So
I don't think it's good.
they think
I think it's just overhyped. I think it's overhyped.
pretty solid.
they think they're in the top 10.
Yeah, right. It's top 18.
No, it's in the top 10 right now. I think they keep.
No, I looked it up. It's 18. It's ranked 18.
With the
Where are you
trades-
getting 10 from?
trades, a lot of teams make trades, so the Yankees should be in the top 10.
Well, it's 18 because I looked it up on MLB Network, so it's 18.
By who?
Ranked. It's ranked 18. Google it.
All those other guys who rank on I don't think.
No, it's ranked 18th. What are you upset because it's not ranked lower?
I think. Well, Volpe is. If Volpe and Dominguez have a great year, I bet you they're going to be in the top 5.
You know, it's something. These same Yankee fans that are saying that, it's going to be okay. They were the same ones 4, 5, 6 years ago that said, okay, no. They were the same fans that said years ago, we need changes. This team is terrible. They're never going to win again. Now, all of a sudden, you guys are like, oh, we got Josh Donaldson. We're a World Series caliber team. All of a sudden now. Like, give me a break. You're the same fans that said we needed a change. We needed a rebuild. Now, all of a sudden, you're the same fans coming out because we got an old man that's washed up and sucks, by the way. Oh, no, we're good now. We're good. We improved on defense. Give me a
Here,
break.
Michael, want to hold it?
Yeah.
Yeah, you want to hold your trash can? You want to hold your trash can? Well, why don't you get your Apple Watches and your iPads ready?
Oh yeah, I hope they don't bring Brett Gardner back. Yeah.
No, that I hope not. Ooh,
I'm just
that would
happy
be-
because, you know what? I'm going to have the enjoyment of seeing the Yankees lose, and that's going to make my day. So, the truth hurts. I just want to see Yankee fans cry. I want to see them
go to the
cry.
game Friday. I was going to see.
wanna
I
see
can
them cry.
tell. I can tell you do. You don't want to be happy about anything, man.
No, because I don't like the moves they made. That's why I'm against this front office.
You know, somewhere out there is probably a kid that's a big Aaron Judge fan and a big Yankee fan. And he's like, man, I hope they lock up Aaron Judge. You know, let me tune into this podcast. Seems like a cool Yankees podcast.
The reason why I'm acting anti-Yankee.
Hold on. Then he hears this guy, so like, nope, I don't care about re-signing Judge unless we do something. And he's like, no, what?
No. The reason why I'm being anti-Yankee is because what I don't like is how Yankee fans overrate their team when they're not that good. Stop doing that.
They are a good team.
They're not. They lose every year in the playoffs.
You know what? Let's go through the gears real quick. You know what?
Making the playoffs every year doesn't make you a great team.
Literally.
Teams, you know.
They keep losing every year. Why don't they win the World Series once in this lifetime?
Get out, develop, contact getting speed.
But they're not going to do that, so we're going to have to go out and buy it.
You know what, Kim? It's fine. You know, I'll just say this: your team has been a consistent playoff contender. You've made it to the playoffs a lot, almost like every year to this point. On top of that, you got as far as the American League Championship. It's not your team's fault or anyone else's fault. You run into a better team, okay? If you want, it's not like. By the way, it's not even like you keep raging about the time you got your butt whooped in the Red Sox got you for like 17 runs. You keep raging about the same old stuff, and it doesn't make any sense. And on top of that, you can't give your team credit anywhere. Like, who can't find positives in their own team? I'm not even asking you to be optimistic. I'm just asking you to find positives.
You know how much torture Met fans have. The Wilpons never spent money. And
right.
They added, improved the team.
This has nothing to do with the Mets.
No, I'm just making a point. All the year, you always complain the Yankees not doing this, doing that. All those years, the Mets fans had to watch their team never make moves, and the Wilpons never want to spend money. And now, finally, they got a new owner, and now he's investing money and improving the team. Isn't it? You know, they suffered for so many years, and you're complaining?
Because the Mets were always a losing franchise, and plus, they brought in a billionaire that wants to win. A big difference. And the Wilpons didn't want to spend the coupons. Now we got this guy who's a cheap ass. He's just
language, please.
Okay, but what's wrong with Steinbrenner? Is he any in financial debt? I mean, did he deal with Madoff like the Wilpons? Because why does he want to spend?
Make a lot of profits and revenue. He probably thinks that.
Revenue.
He probably don't think they're worth that type of money.
Revenue, my butt.
You know what's funny about all this? Everyone wants Correa, but
we need pitching. Thank you.
But he's not even the best player on our team.
This is the Yankees rotation. You ready? Garrett Cole, Severino, Jordan Montgomery, Haman, and Cortez. A World Series rotation.
No one said they were.
Well, according to Yankee fans, they think.
No Yankee fans.
Yeah, they are.
Are you crazy?
No,
they're all saying it. I swear to God.
I haven't heard a single
not
Yankee
use
fan
the Lord's name in vain.
But they are saying it. I've seen it.
I haven't. Man, you must be in some weird Discord group.
Yeah, you on some word, some diff. Yeah.
Yeah, well, they're saying it. So you think that those guys are like out of their minds?
Hey, they're not. They're the rotation. Got Pope.
The Yankees, we know they have to develop and see. Don't they have this Clark Smith, this Michael Lewis Hill, all these young stars?
Oh, those guys stink. Clark Schmidt sucks.
Yeah, but didn't you say you should give guys a chance?
Yeah, but they don't though. See, that's why. So that's your insight to life. Whoever your name is, Wu-Tang Man. That's your insight to life.
Hey, don't insult the Wu-Tang Clan. Okay.
I'm a Wu-Tang fan, actually.
I know. Just kidding with you.
Yeah. I actually grew up in the 80s and the 90s, so.
Well, I've seen Cypress Hill in May with Slipknot, so that should be interesting.
Cypress Hill. Yeah, but what I'm trying to say is these fans, now they're coming out and getting exposed now, basically saying if the Yankees never win, I'll be okay. So there you go. You fans just exposed yourself. You don't care if the Yankees ever win. I care if the Yankees win.
Oh, my God. Every fan cares if their team wins. Do you not know what being a fan is?
Yeah, but these fans are probably young 20-year-olds that don't have a care in the world. They have
So let me ask you this: why are you putting your mentality to a 20-year-old level? You're supposed to be better than that.
They're not older fans. They're not old heads like us. We're older fans. We want the Yankees to win.
So don't drop your head down to that level.
You know what, Michael? Read this for me if you can. Fan definition. Okay, let me see if you can.
No, we won't be able to read.
Small. I can read it. I just it's too.
Being a fan and being obsessive and taking it too serious.
I can't see it from there. You got to blow it up.
All right, I'll just read it for you. an apprentice or with rotating blades. Okay, so here's the second
And
definition.
it's just
Advice.
a pastime for 3 hours.
Any person in private.
Yeah, it hurts for a little while. And
There you
they
go.
lose, and then, but I got over it. You know, losing at 17 hurt, losing at 19, Chapman giving up the homers to Altuve, and I just met Altuve today. You don't think I'm mad talking to him today after what he did to the Yankees?
And
I
then
still talk to him because I moved on.
Okay, answer me this question: if the Yankees weren't serious about winning a World Series, right? Why did they sign Garrett Cole to a $324 million contract?
Because when they lost to 19, they thought
there
he
we
was
go.
top. He was the missing piece, but they didn't think they were so flawed and one-dimensional that you saw more of their flaws. And not, why do you think Steinbrenner is not in a rush to get Correa and Freeman?
There we go. I
Yeah,
found
but
it.
what are they waiting for? Do it already. They're like,
Because they have so many other holes. That's why.
Let me see here.
yeah, went from 1 piece to 6 pieces.
I can't see hardly
Oh,
much.
fanatics. So everyone thinks you're a fanatic.
You're a fanatic. Yeah, exactly. There's
Yeah.
nothing wrong with that. You have a passion, but
All right, so those fans are depicted like it's like not
There you go.
a little bit.
Fanatic is someone who takes it too serious to the heart, like the mirror, the fan.
and you
on,
come to the point where you become irrational and blinded.
I know, but Robert
by
De
your
Niro
thoughts.
held Wesley Snipes hostage. I
You
mean,
keep mentioning that. That was the third reference already with that. You're starting to worry me there, Michael.
No, I'm not. But I'm just saying, you're comparing me to a crazed fan. Like
No, but you mentioned that reference that 3 times.
I'm not. I'm a normal person. You think I'm really going to hold Cashman at gunpoint?
No, hope
Yeah,
not.
I said that too. I agree with Howard Harrison. I said you have Cole, Stanton, and Judge in their prime. That's why I wanted Freeman. I figured you're wasting their prime time to win.
You're
now.
wasting Garrett Cole.
But if they did offer Freeman and he didn't want to come here, what could I do? He didn't want to come here. You know, you can't. What am I going to do? You're going to bribe? You're going to give him $250 million, $50 million more to come here?
Yeah, exactly.
And you're wasting Garrett Cole's prime years now. Now he's not. What is he going to say when he sees the Yankees are terrible the next couple of years?
But they're trying. They're trying to get him. They're trying to do things. They're trying. You know, it's right now free agent frenzy. You know, we got 25 days before opening day, and there's a lot of stuff could be done. You know, rosters. Not everyone. You know, people get cut. Spring training trades. Remember, one of the best trades we had a couple years ago when we got Mike Tauchman. That was a last minute deal that we bought in Mike Tauchman for depth. You know, I'm not saying he. You know, sometimes you gotta take a breathe. It doesn't look to your kosher at this moment on paper right now with this team, but there's still gonna be some more moves. And when there is more moves, we'll break it on the channels.
If opening day, if they all they do is add Rizzo and they don't add pitching,
Yeah, then you could then we the mob and the Lynch mob will be ready to go in full force to be upset with this organization. Absolutely.
yeah, I would like to have Olsen, but when I saw what they gave up, I says I knew they weren't giving up Volpe. Every time I heard Cashman, he's not going to give him up. So
Yeah.
No, they're really high on him. So with that said, guys, Michael, you're having a program coming up soon in a few days. Pope, when is your next video so we could tell the folks to see you?
I did like 3 videos today already. So.
Okay, so we'll head out to the Pope of Sport and Entertainment. We'll make sure to like, subscribe, and share to his channel, and also view the videos. He's out there on spring training, West Palm Beach area. You'll be in attendance Friday. Am I correct?
Yep. I saw Soto today. He's a big guy.
Did you meet Altuve? You said Altuve was not nice. You said he had an attitude, right?
Well, he's like a wise type, like a wise ass type. But
Well, he tries to be nice, but you know.
Here's the
thing about Altuve. He's a bit shy and nice, so you know I'm going to be surprised that actually happened.
Yeah, because he got right up and he went to the other side of the field to go on he's in a batting cage and he was sitting down. I was right behind him talking to him. And then right after, 4 seconds later, then he's ready going to the other side. Like you don't have the patience. Then the fans, he's trying to get autographs, and all the old bum rushing him. Like all he says, it's Altuve.
Well, it's Altuve again. Yeah.
He said Juan Soto's a big dude. He's told Juan Soto he's big.
He's big. You should see his arms. Oh my God.
Did you put in the good word?
I wish the Yankees had him. Oh my God.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Did you put the good word in? Yankees, you got to come to the Bronx.
Yeah, 500.
You know, he put in a good word for Correa, but he said he ignored him. when he asked Correa, right? You said,
And I said I want Correa to go to the Yankees. I told him.
yeah.
But
And
he's
you-
Correa, so.
Right.
I bet he was always like, "Hey, can you bring out Chapman for me every now and again?"
And I saw Jeff Bagwell too. He has like a big goatee. He's like an old school redneck. Like he has a whole goatee and everything. But he's like old school. If you're nice to him, he's nice to you. But don't be like, "Oh, Bagwell, can I have an autograph?" Then he'll just walk away. I noticed that. So I was trying to be nice. Oh, thank you very much.
Yeah, Jeff
cool.
Bagwell. He's a
No,
Hall
that-
of Famer, right?
Yeah.
That's the great experience when you have spring training. When the Astros used to be in Kissimmee, down in Orlando, I used to go a lot. I had a really good relationship with Jose Valverde. Don't even remember him. Oh, I'll post the pictures on
Valverde, the
on my
closer?
channel. Yeah, every spring training, I will always have about, no lie, 25 to 30-minute conversation with Jose Valverde. Like we knew each other for years, and we would just conversate, just regular stuff. Talk, and every time he always says, "Hey," he would tell me in Spanish, "Why you always come to me?" And we have this great conversation, and you always wear a Yankee jersey. I said, "Because I'm a Yankee fan." I said, I don't see you giving me any one of your jerseys." Yeah, we always had a good time with Jose Valverde every time. Really cool dude. He was Korea. We know what he was as a pitcher, but he was a really nice dude. He would spend time and just talk for hours. Sandy Alomar Jr., another one. I remember my late grandmother.
Hall of Famer.
My late grandmother will go and she will have a conversation with him like he was like, I thought she was gonna invite him for dinner. That's how really. So those are great experiences when you go to spring training. Enjoy it.
Sandy Alomar, is that the one on the Blue Jays or the
catcher?
The catcher.
Okay,
Catcher.
it's Roberto Alomar. He's the whole.
No, it's Sandy when he was the coach with the Mets. He used to, yeah. So that was phenomenal. So with that said, guys, I want to thank you guys for joining. I know it was a little comedic and a little crazy, but I thank you guys. For me, I appreciate you guys coming on. Pope, anytime again. You more than welcome. You got my information from last time, right? From the private chat.
Yeah.
All right, just so like that, I can send you the invite through there and make sure that you get that there. Salute, Nathan.
Yeah.
So.
Sorry, I just don't like this the direction this team's going in. I just want to see changes.
Well, we shall see. We shall see if the changes come through.
Well, that can affect the Yankees don't win this year. What am I going to do? What could I do? Yeah.
We still got to pay our bills.
Like the Brooklyn Nets, if they don't, if Irving
we still got to pay our bills.
because Irving is not he can't play at the Barclays Center. He's not vaccinated, even though you don't have to be vaccinated now to go in the arenas. It's a private sector, so he's not allowed to play. So if the Nets don't win, Durant does great, and they just don't win. What am I going to do? What can I do?
Mm-hmm.
That's life. You don't win, you don't win. Well, they're not good.
And they have good players, so yeah.
I'm not going to
Well, with that said, guys, you guys have a blessed night. Thank you, everyone in the chat, for joining in. Remember, hit those likes, share, and we'll see you next time here on the Bronx Bombers Strike Back.
Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to Yankee Stadium.
What's up?
That was a good show.
All right, guys, have a good night. We'll see you next time.